Hope everyone's doing well. Introducing the all-new Let's Get Into the Readzz panel, reviewing Basketball Wives, featuring the best beard on YouTube, Mr. Shady B. And straight from New Orleans, it's Miss Nola, baby. Nola Readzz, that is. And myself, the wig, Mace Moreau. You're ready to have a good time? Because I know I am. So sit back, relax, grab a cocktail, and enjoy the Let's Get Into the Readzz panel.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode.
Y'all. Hey, people, who's in here?
Let's Get Into the Readzz panel. How are you doing, Nola?
Finally feeling better, baby. I was like looking like blowfish with no hootie. Y'all saw the picture.
Oh, those allergies. You had an allergic reaction to some Chinese food?
Yeah, so whatever the seasoning was that they used in the Chinese food, it man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you talking about, boy, I looked at myself in the mirror. I said, God damn, I'm ugly.
Oh, the lip smoke. I used to get that when I was a teenager. It was a certain potato chip. I used to eat. It was some seasoning that was in a potato chip that used to swell my lip out every time I eat it. Woof.
So do you know exactly what it was?
I don't know, because I ordered the same thing I always order: shrimp lo mein, spicy, no vegetables with my chicken wings. So I think this time, because they didn't mix the spice seasoning, however they normally mix it when they make it, they didn't mix it. They just gave me the little spice on the side, and I mixed it in there. So I don't know if that was it, or maybe they got a new cooking oil or something, because I always eat that.
Mm-hmm. They could have touched something. It could have been another seasoning they could have touched and probably got.
I don't know. I really don't know. I always eat that. I always get that every time I go home. And like I'm literally, y'all know, after we got off the live, I ate my food. I got in the car and I got on the road. I'm driving on the road. I'm like, what is wrong with my lip? My tongue starts feeling all heavy.
Oh no!
I'm like, oh.
While you was driving back home.
While I was driving back, so I'm literally driving back, and like one side of my lips swole up before the other side of my lips swole. I was like,
"Oh my God!"
And that feeling, because you feel your lips swell up.
Yeah, it was like
you feel it. You like, is my lips swollen? Because you be like, wait, is it swelling? Is it swelling?
I'm like,
you've been to the dentist.
No, listen, when I'm driving, I drive. Unless I need gas or to use the bathroom, I keep going. So I'm like it was started feeling that way, but I was like, when you're driving, you can't keep the light on for too long. So I'm looking, trying to see, but it wasn't until I stopped to use the bathroom, I was almost home, and I saw how my face looked. I was like, but I can't take Benadryl and drive, because Benadryl put me to sleep. So
That's true.
I just had to do them last hour and a half. And then when I got home, I was so tired, I just laid down. By the time I woke up, my whole face was like, y'all saw how I looked.
Yeah, but thank God it went down.
I looked a raggedy ass mess.
I'm glad you feel better.
Yeah, thank God it went down.
It just had me down like all week. My body was just, because certain things when my body go through it, it triggers my epilepsy. So that's like my face and stuff been majority going down. Like it's still a little, puffy right here, but it's just everything else that I was going through. Like every day I kept trying to get up so I could do it live, and my body was just like,
and it may not have been the food. It could have been something you touched. Because that happened to my daughter. Like once, like certain shit, she could touch dust, like anything, and then she'll like if she touch your face,
damn pine cones,
she'll smell.
But I'm glad you
wasn't anaphylactic. You didn't go into anaphylactic shock.
Thank God. Now I'm driving, especially with a couple of kids. So I am glad to be feeling better. This is the first thing that I have done all week. Like this, and I'm still not like 100%, but I'm like, I need to let me go ahead on and do something. You know what I'm saying? So, but baby, I'll be back on it next week. I know I got a lot of stuff to catch up on, y'all. I'm gonna catch up on it, but baby, your girl was. Baby, I was on the sick and shut-in list, okay? I was on the sick and shut-in list down to the church, but I done talked about my little pastor and his new wife, so, I couldn't call the church and be like, hey, y'all put me on the prayer list.
gonna be like, yeah, we sure will.
They'll put you on the list. They'll put you
you
on
don't know
the
if
list.
it's a prayer list, but you're gonna be on the list.
You're gonna be on the list.
Girl, I'm gonna be on the list because I want to know how much of my tithes and offerings went towards that new damn office.
Hey, Cleopatra.
I need my
hey,
money.
Ranton. Hey, Kimmy.
I'm glad you're feeling better, and I hope you have an even speedier recovery going through this, because that's a lot.
Yeah.
Mace, how was your week?
Well, it was alright. I started therapy for my shoulder. Ooh, those hot massages. Oh, that thing feel good.
With the stones that they
put the it's some type of hot packs, and they put like electroshocks.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I didn't really feel the electroshock, so I told him like, can you turn it up? Can I feel it? And then he put the shock, but the shocks actually felt good. I was like, woo. So they put the shocks on like my back and my shoulder. I still can't lift like my shoulder up all the way, but
I'm glad you was able to start the process.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off tonight's episode with Angel Brinks.
Well, actually, you want to are you gonna do it British met up with Jackie or no?
Oh, okay. I just want to talk about this first.
You like, let me get to this slutty gnome.
But I thought, wasn't it British? Talking to
British Angel.
Yeah, British Angel was talking.
Yeah.
And basically, they was complaining about Jackie meddling in their relationship, and Jackie can only do what y'all let her do. So I don't understand that part. Why y'all keep letting Jackie do, run amok in y'all relationship. That's on y'all.
No, the question is like, why do y'all even tell Jackie about your relationships when she's just meddling and she obviously don't know how to mind her business?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out why you got a trash bag.
A cut up one.
A cut up trash bag dress.
She looks just like a slutty gnome.
I don't know about gnome, but it looks like a trash bag.
No, because she gives me a gnome. She looks like a gnome to me. She's like short, and now that she's pregnant, she's as short and round and stumpy. Like she just looks like she gives me like I belong on the front lawn. But not with that outfit. That outfit all cut up like.
Listen, can we talk about that face? Like, I want to go back to a tube TV where I can't see all the cracks and crevices that is in these people's face. Like, first of all, the makeup looks caked. Second of all, the skin looks like crusty old crocodile skin because whatever she had done to her face is not mixing with the pregnancy glow and stretch of the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she probably going to be back pretty again after she have the baby because whatever she had is going to go back into its natural place where they, well, not natural place, but wherever the fillers or whatever she
put. It's going to just, smish back after she get the baby weight.
When you have plastic surgery, it doesn't bounce back the same way.
I'm not talking about pregnant women with pregnant face. I love to see a pregnant woman when she have that glow and the cheeks.
No, but this is a pregnant, but this is a surgery face.
This is a pregnant surgery face, and it looks just horrible. Every time she come on my screen,
she looks just like Kim Kardashian. Terrible.
I say, good God, I need a tube TV because I don't want to see this bitch in 4K. No.
So you say HD and 4K was the worst thing that ever happened?
That ever happened to her, girl? Girl. Do you see her face? Then she be having all of this be jeweled that shit up in her neck and in her
and then the earrings hanging in, and
boy, it looked like a tragic mess. And Ranting with Ricardo, you right? She looked like she got on a Glad trash bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
She's looking like Natalie Nunn, that's not a good thing.
I'm so sick of them, and I am so sick of everybody want to give Jackie power in their relationship. Like, first of all, Jackie can't do nothing in y'all relationship to make it be destroyed. Y'all gotta already have some cracks and stuff in the crevices of that thing.
Well, no, Angel gotta take on something.
The is Angel, like I agree. Jackie could have told you what she told you without Rock being there, but bitch, don't get on my TV and act like you just so happy with Rock. Mm-hmm. You giving me mentally distraught, mentally abused woman the way you gotta always be so secure about his feelings when he's around here not giving a fuck about yours. Hence the fourth goddamn promise ring.
No, that's desperate.
I ain't been on. I ain't been on all week.
But that's like desperate woman. Like that's really desperate. Like you're trying to like, oh, I have to, make the relationship seem good for everybody when you know it's not, and you're trying to hold on to this her little lesbian relationship.
Didn't I say that? Didn't I say she looked like worn out leather before the show started? I said she looked like worn out leather belt.
I think she's embarrassed, with her situation. She's trying to make the best of it, and she doesn't want, him to leave because it's gonna look like she's a failure again,
Right.
First of all, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm sorry, Rashid. I don't even mean to cut you off. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn what it looked like. Okay, the first baby daddy passed away. Who knows? Had he not, been in a place to do what he did when he did it, they might still be together. But I'll be goddamn. Like, listen, if you ain't happy with one motherfucker, leave the ass and move on. Get your personal happiness about you. But goddamn it, if the person you with is decreasing your personal happiness and your personal self-esteem and your personal mental stability, let them motherfuckers go. And if you decide to get you somebody else. They do it. Y'all know I'm already pissed off because they done overturned Roe versus Wade, trying to act like they can goddamn control our motherfucking body. I'm sick of these people.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. This is a very dangerous
situation. I don't care if you have 50 men, 100 men, 200 men. Go if you get to 1 million, and then it takes you 1.1 million to find the person who's gonna love you in the love language that you need and treat you right. Then go ahead and do it.
But the thing is, she should have been down to the clinic using protection. That's the problem. Because when you get pregnant, this is like she probably feels like, oh my God, this is my third baby father. I have to make this work. No matter, how bitchy he is. Yeah, he's like a female, but I'm gonna have to stick this lesbian relationship out because I don't want to seem like a failure. Like, like she should have been, you got to learn how to screw and use protection, girl. Like I know it was the pandemic, but somebody could have went out for condoms.
That's what you're saying. You said she had
like you can mess with who you want, but you can't be leaving a trail of babies.
Kaya said it best. She said, "Get the D and go."
Right. You can't be like leaving a baby behind because now you got a baby and you got to deal with these men's.
And Rock gives me when Angel wakes up and decides she is sick of a piece, and Rock gives me he's definitely about to be her bitter baby mama. He's bitter baby mama tease.
He's going to cause problems for her for sure. And I think she knows that, and she's trying to keep him calm. That's why she didn't want all that negative stuff said in front of him, because she knows it's going to set him off, and he can go to the media or the press at any moment, tell her business or leak anything, or So we're gonna move on to the next
Ricardo. Go to out my love.
Right, right,
girl. I miss you all, girl. Go to the corner. Yeah,
this is epic. Right, when this stuff happened.
Evidently, you can. You can. So when you bumping. So speaking of the emotional one, Duffy tells her man that Rockstar got mad, and he basically said Rockstar is emotional.
And then he's a bitch.
He need to stay out the women's business, like I was saying last week.
Like a man would say.
Stay out the women's business because it's not a good look. And she's trying to switch her career into being a producer.
She's trying to be the next. She's trying to be the female DJ Khaled. Do we see that happening for her?
No.
I don't think she has DJ Khaled personality. I think his personality is probably why he was able to StreamYard to fame a little bit more, because he was kind of Instagram famous. He was internet.
Right.
So,
you know what? I don't, because y'all know I got accused of down in black businesses. Because I ain't supposed to wind up raggedy ass potatoes. And then somebody came on my shit like, oh, we crabs in a bucket. Whatever the hell.
Because we don't want a whole Christmas dinner on a potato.
You know what I'm saying? We always, and I'm like, baby, I am the furthest thing from not you. Like, you must be
right. And people kill me just because it's a black business doesn't mean that I have to support it if I don't like it.
And I have told everybody, if you have a page, if you have a business, let me know what it is, and I'll let you advertise on my page.
Right, but you are technically, us talking about it is supporting it because people want to go see that Christmas plate on a potato.
But I don't want to say that's what she can't be. I feel like her personality from what we see on TV. Now, I don't know Duffy personally, but from what we see on TV, child, she don't have the personality to be the female Kirk Franklin. Because all DJ Khaled did was not for real. All DJ Khaled did was take Kirk Franklin formula and put it into what they call secular music. Yeah. What Kirk Franklin do? What we gonna do?
Ad-libs.
What we gonna say?
Yeah, but he took a little bit of Puffy too, like how Puffy in the background.
What do DJ Khaled do?
All he do is say his name.
Right, we the baddest. So
he gonna have his son in the nightclub.
So and, all her songs gonna say DJ Duffy. No, we don't need that again.
But it's gonna say DJ Slutty, according to Rockstar.
You know, first of all,
but that's old news. We already knew that about.
Right, but she does give a loose. Like I don't know. I've been seeing her Instagram because I just started unfollowing her. But every time I see her, she just looks like a loose woman. She just gives me Lucy. Her spirit is loose.
She used to DJ. I've seen a few of her sets. She's basically been over half the time. Twerking with them booty shorts.
You know what? She may be sexually free. I ain't gonna call her loose.
Yeah, she gives me loose, but she just gives me the spirit. Like I pick up people energy. Like when I see them, her spirit gives me loose.
Well, Lil Boosie said, "I get loose as a goose. Don't get me started." 2 shots of Patron. Now I'm on at the party. I don't care. Like, listen. At the end of the day, I don't care if somebody's slinging their coochie from the East Coast to the West Coast. Ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? You can sling that cooch internationally if you want to. Ain't got nothing to do with me or my body count. At this point, I am tired of women being shamed, and the quickest, easiest read to want to go on a woman about is that she a hoe. But these niggas be out here, oh, they the man, and men gonna do what men do. Meanwhile, they body counts higher than ours. Like listen, the same way that men get the opportunity to sling their meat from here to there to everywhere, you know why? It's because women want it too. Like, why we got to repress what we feel sexually? Duffy, girl.
You know why? Because that's you know why? Because that's the way the world. That's the world we live in. We can't have it all. Just like that's just the world we live in. Like if this world was given us, we ain't make it in the world. The world of Tupac.
Also,
yeah, I said, but it's not about shaming women. What this world I don't think I wouldn't shame a woman. I believe a woman needs to be. I believe in prostitution. I believe in reparations. I believe in if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, just protect yourself and do what you gotta do and get money. And I just don't believe. Only thing I have a problem with is slinging your coochie for free. I'm not stretching out no damn walls or stretching out anything with nothing to show for it. I'm be sitting there wide as all outside with nothing to show for it.
No, I'm not gonna be wide as all outside.
I'm just saying, but if they out there, I just say get paid for your services.
Pull it out and you got a shrimp cocktail, I'm gonna tell you hell no. The same way if you pull it out and you got an elephant trunk, I'm gonna tell you hell no, because you're not about to fuck up my insides. I like to breathe. I like my organs in place. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm just tired of that being the easiest read. And
yes, because I'm thinking about men, but women can't do what men do, period. Just like men could go around and have sex with multiple women and have babies in different households. We can't, we're not built like that. We can't do what men do, period. That's just the world we've been given. We can't do what men do. Men could go out and sleep with thousands of women and be called the man and all this stuff like that. If a woman go out and sleep with the same amount of men that men do, we'll be
what Amber
it's not fair, but that's just what it is. It's not fair.
Amber Rose just made a song. She just
about the hoe. What Amber Rose at?
And I support it
in the next goddamn slut walk.
That song sounds hot though. That's a hot song.
You know what I'm saying?
She got Manny.
You can barely play that song anywhere. You can't.
She got Manny Fresh in the back. What is her? I'm a hoe. Such and
Manny Fresh.
She got Manny Fresh. I think Manny Fresh probably produced it.
You know what the problem is? I'm gonna be honest. Like women have always had that, even from the old ladies in the neighborhood used to wear their glasses like I be pushing mine down. Oh, that's a fast tail ass little girl, right? So women have always had that stigma, but women have been more quiet about it because you didn't want to have that stigma. But let me tell you something. These days we don't give a no more. We're owning our sexuality, and I'm gonna tell you, when you hit your 30s, my God, the sex drive, and then when you hit over 35, it's like it kicked up every year since I've been 30, my sex drive has. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess I got all mine in my 20s.
Like the same. Like, I want to know: do men think that they're the only ones that do?
No, because obviously, who are these? Like in a perfect world, who are these men sleeping with? They're sleeping with women, right? So if you're sleeping with thousands of women, it's thousands of women that's sleeping with you. So women have the same urges and needs that a man do. And it's true. But just in the world that we were given, it's just people look down, frown upon women being hoes and being loose and having sex with multiple men. It's just the world we were given. That's just what it is.
That's why these women today don't care. That's why these women today are out there more.
And that's why they are. That's why they are reversing this Roe versus Wade. And this is why stuff is happening like this. And because they're going to put women back in their place. Like it's not right. It's not right. I don't think it's right at all. But this is the world.
Y'all want to sit up here and talk.
They putting women back in their place because now what are women going to do? They're going to the back alley abortion place is going to be open. The pills people are going to be doing. People are going to be boiling. The Latinas allegedly are going to be boiling maltas and drinking hot maltas to you know what I'm saying, and that gives you allegedly gives you an abortion.
What's that nasty, oily, thick stuff that if you drink it, it make you poop?
Castor oil.
Castor oil.
They're gonna be drinking castor oil. That's the black people do that. They drink castor oil to drop the baby out. And the Latinos they boil maltas and boil the maltas and make it hot and drink that. But I say it's just gonna be, but they're putting women back in their place because women have been taking ownership of their bodies. Women have been saying, like, you know what? This is my body, and I feel liberal and I'm liberated. They're like, not today, ho.
If we ought to be put back in our place, then I need them to be put back in their place of paying all the motherfucking bills. How about that?
Hey, Candace. No, they do, but and I think
no. See, they want you to be subservient enough to cook, clean, take their shit, wipe their ass, take care of the kids, but then you still got to get your ass out here and go to work, do a better job on the job, okay, but make less salary, right? Because you're a woman. So then you still want us to do all of that, pay half the bills, but goddamn thinking you gonna tell me what I can do, which it is so crazy to me that women's bodies are the one that's being controlled when we can only create
one baby. But that's funny you said that. That's funny you said that because back to Duffy.
Babies, however long he can stroke and go, he can create that many in a day.
But that's funny you said that because back to Duffy's husband, Duffy's baby father, her boyfriend, he wants her to be home. He said that he will take care of her. She chose
better keep her job. I'm gonna say like I've been saying.
She chose not to because she said she's not used to staying at home. She's used to going out and she wants to make her own money.
And she should. I mean, if she still want to DJ, let her be a TikTok DJ. You know how many times I can't sleep, I scroll through TikTok. You got all the TikTok DJs with thousands of people in there. I mean, maybe that's how she can keep it going to appease him. But personally, I feel like if Duffy is only gone 40 days and then she might be home 2-3 months, 4-5 months, because where's French Montana touring like that? Like,
exactly.
I'm still waiting to see it.
But
let
she can
her
also
do what she
stuff
do.
locally. She could.
Yeah, but she needs to do stuff. My personal opinion is that she needs to do stuff locally and be home with her husband and her baby. She needs to get her behind off the road.
Especially in LA.
Does he not when he want to recruit people?
Because he's making the money and he's willing to take care of the household. He's the man of the household. Like he's the head of the household. So girl, you had these babies, girl. You need to sit home and take care of your babies and fit what you can fit in after your household comes first.
Duffy, girl, hire you a nanny. Since he don't want hire you a nanny.
Ain't no nannies coming in the house. Amon don't want no nannies in the house. We're doing a lot of them don't have no nannies.
I said when she going.
If I was him, ain't no nanny come in my house. When you sitting there, you got a perfectly big. You sitting there, ain't no nannies come in my house. You're gonna stay here with this baby, and you're gonna find something locally to do.
But I said when she go on the road. I didn't say for when she come in the house. I said when she go on the road.
Ain't no road.
Like, I'm sick of it.
The road. What you mean the road?
When she go on tour. With
what you mean tour? You should have thought about tour before you had a baby. This is not ain't no tour. Ain't no tour, girl. Go sit down. Go sit down with your child.
She should have to give up. Like what What is he giving?
No, not give up life, but she needs to get her child up a certain age.
He can still travel. He can still go do whatever the fuck he want to do, and she have to be retired.
He's a man.
Bullshit.
This is why he has. This is why we're going.
Don't you want somebody that's going to provide? Don't you want somebody that's going to go to work and get the money and bring it back? I'm just asking.
They could do all of that, but guess what? And then you cut off my way of making my own money to control me. That means I'm not depending on you to give me whatever you feel like I should have. And then today or tomorrow you find somebody else that you want to be with. Now I'm stuck like Chuck. She'll be a motherfucking fool.
You know why? Because this is why women today are learning to put their contracts in order. She needs to put a contract in order. And before I quit my job, if I was Duffy, we would have to secure and be married.
And I would still have
we would have to be married before I stop touring and doing what I have to do. And we're going to get married.
He want her to do what a wife do, and she's still a goddamn girlfriend.
But she chose to have a baby with him without being married. So y'all already committed.
That's out of wedlock baby food. That's that out of wedlock baby food. Like you having that out of wedlock. What you thought was going to come with that? And this is a man from a whole other culture.
I got 3 out of wedlock baby food, and I be goddamn. When I chose to stay home from work,
I got 2. And you know what? And my life was after I had a baby, I couldn't do what I wanted to do.
I went to work. I be damn, like, you're not about to control me like that. My mama always told me to have your own, but have what y'all have. But you better make sure you got something on the side. For today or tomorrow, they want to get up and walk the fuck away. Guess what? You not stuck in destitute. No, God, honey. She done been in that situation before. Yes, she chose to have a baby with this man, not married. Majority of people doing it.
But no, it's not even about her being not married. It's about you having a baby with this man. This man is gonna have the American culture.
Everybody.
But this man, what is he? Is he Indian? What's his culture? What's his background?
If he decides to get up and walk out the door.
A lot of Middle Eastern men, like before you lay down and spread it wide and lay it low and have a baby, you should find out what this man is about.
I don't think it's toxic masculinity. I think he just wants to provide for his family.
He wants to provide for his family. And then when you're dealing with foreign men, some men are raised like this. Some men believe in this. Some men don't want. So therefore, before you have a baby, you should have found out his thoughts and how does he feel about you working after you have a child and stuff like that. Because if it was me personally, and I'm American, I wouldn't want my wife to be on tour and we have a young baby. My baby is not going on tour with you. And we have a young baby. Now, when a baby gets 4 or 5 or 6, and then they go
Beyonce went on tour. If you want to get it done, you can get it done.
No, you can get it done. But in their situation, they have it's Beyonce, it's Jay-Z. They're probably all on tour. You know, whatever Beyonce's there, Jay-Z's there. She ain't no Beyonce.
Kids on tour with her.
No, but I said let's be clear. She's not Beyonce. She's not even on that level. You're going to DJ. It's scratching and mixing behind French Montana. You understand what I'm saying? So you could take a couple of years off and raise the baby while I make the money, or you should have worked that out before you had the baby. Y'all should have discussed that. Y'all was grown enough. This ain't teenage love. You ain't no teenager. You were a grown woman when you had that child. This is something you should have discussed with the man that you was laying down with. How do you feel about me going on tour? You know I'm a DJ. You know I do this.
Did he meet a DJ? Did he meet a DJ?
That's what she was doing when he met her.
Right, but that was before you got pregnant, girl.
But then
everybody before they do something, but that's before we have a family and have babies.
What y'all need to realize is when you have bring a child into the equation,
the game changes.
That's when things change. And I think he just wants a stable environment for his kids. That's it.
Yeah, the game changed because when I had my child, I wasn't married. I was a bartender. Bartended. I'm out 4:00 in the morning, and I bartended up until I was 9 months pregnant. And as soon as I had the baby, I was back at the bar because luckily I had my aunt. My aunt that was there in the household that could watch my baby while I was out. Because at the time, me and my husband, we wasn't really he wasn't able to stay home. I'm gonna take care of you. No,
because Roe v. Wade has got overturned. We are going back to the old school days,
right? And this is Handmaid's Tale. Like I said, watch Handmaid's Tale.
The letter A on your shirts. If you did adultery, you're gonna have to wear the A on your shirt.
Well, baby, let me go get my A right now.
The scarlet letter. You're gonna have to have the scarlet letter.
Angel brings to bejewel my A and give me some big ass A earrings. How about that? Because they can kiss the crack of my black.
That's the way we're headed.
Yeah, because what are you gonna do? How are you gonna fight the government? How you gonna these people everything? We have no control.
I don't really. That's not really what y'all want. Y'all say that, but that's not what y'all want. Y'all don't want to be going to work.
I feel like this. Like Duffy didn't correct me if I'm wrong, but we already discussed this. What Duffy said when she goes on tour, it's usually she's home Monday through Wednesday or Monday through Thursday, something like that, and then she goes on tour over the weekend days. God damn it. If you don't keep your motherfucking kids for the weekend and work your schedule, like y'all can work that out. It's not something that she's doing all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's first of all. Second of all, I still need somebody to tell me who the is listening to French Montana like that. Okay? I really need somebody to know that. Third of all, if she's home Monday through Thursday.
I didn't even know he still had an album. Like he had an album. Like
why? Did she not have a best friend? Did she not have where's her mama? Where's her old auntie who can come keep the baby while she go on the road? Like, it's so many things that women are doing now. They are traveling and they are being mothers. We are not just relegated to sitting in the fucking house.
But we don't understand her dynamic. That's the whole thing. Everybody's dynamic is different. This is what I'm saying. This is why we got to be mindful about who we reproduce with. We have to be very careful, ladies, on who we reproduce with, especially when we're older.
Men. So should the men. Stop putting it just on those.
But it's not the men. That's the whole thing. When the baby, you have the baby, and when that daddy leaves, you know, my grandmother always told me, mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
And so guess what? Since it's mama,
that's been going on for years. This is just the world we live in.
This mama gonna do whatever I got to do to make sure I take care of my baby.
When you have to.
Number two, he met Duffy DJing. So the same onus it was on Duffy to ask him like about what we're gonna do if I get pregnant, this and the third. It was the same onus on him. The same way she had to take ownership.
But did she have
a different culture?
But we don't know if she asked him.
Take ownership for it, and then he should also look at the fact that the woman that he is with have been in the exact same position that he wants to put her in, and have been left destitute and with nothing. There is no consideration. He's not considering how to
see. This is why Duffy should have been watching. Look, you know what? Duffy should have been watching Dynasty when I was watching that. You saw Alexis Carrington stood up to Blake and was like, Blake, take you and your whore and your blonde whore and get out of here. Now I own everything. She pulled out the paperwork. You supposed to have them papers. Nowadays, it's no excuse. You're supposed to get them contracts in order.
Girlfriend.
But you should get that contract in order. If you cheat on me, you see Ashley Darby, how she out here with her snakeskin suit from Fashion Nova.
But we cannot compare Ashley to Duffy because Duffy is not a wife. Ashley
right. This is what I'm saying. Before Duffy even consider quitting her job, I'm talking about even thinking about quitting her job. You need to figure out where's this relationship going. Are you going to be married before you even think about quitting your job? But if you are going to marry this man, and if this man does want to marry you and he wants you to quit your job, you need to put certain provisions in place where you are protected. You understand? Because like you said, he could leave her high and dry. You could be left high and dry. That's what
they also have a kid outside of their kid. So what
this got to go in the contract.
And decide I don't want to take care of your kid.
This goes in the contract. It's a certain amount of money that you supposed to, and are you willing to take care of all of us? If not, it's a no-go.
But I think
you can only get to that if marriage is in play. We don't.
This is what I'm saying. Before you even consider quitting your job, I'm not quitting my job, or I'm not doing nothing, and we're not married. And if I don't got no guarantees, I need to guarantee myself because I gotta protect myself.
We don't even know that marriage is in play. And you know what? These days, a lot of women like me feel like I don't necessarily have to be married. Like marriage is not the end all be all no more. Like if
no, it's not.
Somebody and I am comfortable with them and we are cool the way we are. Do I want to have a wedding? Yes. Do I necessarily want to have a marriage? No. Like I feel like we could put on some rings, have a nice ass ceremony, have the preacher pray for us that let the blessings of God be bestowed upon you and y'all civil partnership, blah, 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 whatever the preacher want to say, and then we go on our way. Because at the end of the day, if I didn't want to be with you no more, get the fuck.
This is why I said if they're not getting married or they're not having plans to get married, you're not going to tell me to quit my job.
Everything that I have goes to my children. If I ain't build nothing with you, then I'm sorry, but you're not getting them up. Thing.
But this is what I said. This is why I said, Ducky,
I refuse to be married to somebody.
I'm not discussing leaving my job if we're not even married.
The chaos I would cause and be put up out of heaven and dropped into hell for somebody trying to over my kids in my deceasement and my gone on to glory. The chaos I would cause. So like, no, I don't. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, have your, like, yes, paperwork needs to be in order, but marriage is not the end all be all. Like, if I am with
but he can't tell her what to do. If you're not married, he's not going to tell me to quit my job or even advise me to quit my job. You're not going to tell me. I'm not thinking about quitting my job. I'm not even considering leaving French Montana. This is not even on the table because, first of all, I don't want to get married or we're not even married. So, boy, I'm going to still work. We're going to get this babysitter and this is what's going to happen. But you got to see what's their dynamic, what they're going to do, because it's just we don't fully know their situation. We don't know if she knew how he
done. The situation is, it seemed like he's giving her the option. It's not like he's forcing her to quit her job. He's pressuring her and asking her, but he's not forcing her. Like,
right? We don't know if this is a deal breaker. Like, is it a deal breaker? Like, look,
he's not presenting it in a way that seems like a deal breaker, but what I am saying is I understand when you have a baby and the baby is young, the baby is not in school, you know what I'm saying? It's so much happening in the world today. You kind of want your baby to, if one of the parents can be at home, be at home. You know what I'm saying? Like we just did stories, all of us, right? Did a story a couple of months ago about the nursery people who was aggravated with the mom and left the kid in the nursery. So if you can avoid a situation, you know for a fact, if that child is with their mama or their daddy, 9 out of 10, because there's some crazy mamas and daddies, right? 9 out of 10, your child should be okay, besides the regular things that happen, kids.
Happy Friday, Latasha.
Running, falling, whatever, right? But in this day and age, like for what Duffy does, she would really only need to have somebody with her baby while she's on stage.
I think Duffy's making it bigger than what it is.
At the end of the day, we on a going by reality TV in its realness, right? All of them have some type of auntie, mama, meddling ass cousin. All of them. Take your auntie, your mama, or your meddling ass cousin to keep your fucking baby while you go do your job. If that's your man like that, he should know your family and know whoever this person is to be close enough that nothing will happen to your baby. I'm not giving up something that belongs to me and the way I am taking care of myself and my children to appease you. You not my husband. You leave. I don't get half of shit. You go and do whatever you want to do.
Then she need to tell him that.
That's what she needs to do. She needs to really
good child support. But I don't understand I understand it from a cultural stance, how the women are in his culture and how they stay home. And the men and we have that misconception. In that culture, people think the men rule. No, the men rule as far as they're the ones who work and go get the money. But the woman in that culture, not like our culture, is actually the one who is revered. The woman actually sets the tone for the family in those cultures, not the man. But we've been trained over here to believe that the man do it. Now they do make the laws about women being covered up and keeping their woman,
but they put women on a pedestal over there.
But even if you watch the movies and stuff like that, that's why we have to expand our minds.
We have to watch. Like I love the Bollywood. Women are on a pedestal.
About the other cultures, they will tell you how if the mother does not like the woman, the woman has to go. If the mother does not agree to the arranged marriage, you have to go. If the mother says no, that woman is actually the head of the household, and what she says.
But women are like men are the head, but women are the neck.
Happen.
No, but I always said men are the head of the household, but the women are the neck. We can make that head turn any way we want to make it turn. We are in control. Women, we got what you want. We got what you need. In the words of French Montana, we got what you want. We got what you need. You understand? So women, we are in control at all times.
see, Kim and Nicole, you my girl. Kim and Nicole, me and you on the same page, Mo. We on the same page. She ain't married to him, Kim.
Right. This is what I'm saying. She making it bigger than what it is, girl. Y'all not even married.
Hey, my love. Hey, I couldn't comment back.
But Malaysia, the next scene, Malaysia goes on a workout with Jackie and Jennifer.
I'm talking about.
But we got to get down to Malaysia in this yoga.
This is a topic we'll be on all night.
Yeah, Malaysia goes on to work out with Jackie and Jennifer at Flying Yoga. Do you want to try that? I want to try that.
You know what I want to know? I want to know what it feel like to have 3 bundles chopped up and put on your head for some goddamn baby hairs. Why them baby hairs be this long and goddamn white Bobby sock thick? Y'all know when you were back in the day when we was going to school. Well, maybe not y'all. I'm 38, but back in the day when I was going to school, you know they had them thick white socks that you had to wear to school.
I'm older than you. I'm 6 years older than you.
Girl, well, I didn't know that, girl.
I'm 44.
You remember them thick ass Bobby socks?
Yes,
socks came out. Them hoes be looking like they got.
I keep telling people don't know I'm an old hoe from back in the day.
That should be this thick sitting on their fucking forehead. Why?
Because they party and then they take a whole trip.
LA. Remember that's what really like.
It ain't just LA. It ain't just LA.
It ain't just LA. They do it in Atlanta too, but as far as the extreme baby hairs,
that's just crazy. Like, what are y'all part? And that's a bang at this point. That is a glued down bang.
But it's so funny to me to see Jennifer and Malaysia together doing a scene. The way that I couldn't be friends with somebody.
Her in a whole other country, girl. We could never.
I could never be friends with somebody who threw a table.
You picked up a whole table. About to get our passports taken. Now we about to be over here in
Jennifer,
Jennifer soft. Jennifer friends with she wants to be friends with Evelyn as well. After Evelyn ran across the table down on her.
Yeah,
I just say I was so happy that Jennifer didn't talk about the damn dog.
Right.
Yeah. But she didn't have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
But Jackie
couldn't talk about her lying about sleeping with that man either, because we know it was all lies.
Yeah, that was just something to make it sound better. But Jackie also announced while they was working out that she's doing a podcast. And I've heard of it, but I haven't listened to her podcast.
But, me neither, but from the show, it sounds interesting.
I don't want Jackie to be giving love relationship advice, Jackie, because you failing. Mm-hmm. You failing, Mom.
And I think she admitted it. Like, she admitted where her faults are, because I think she's insecure, especially with Doug not there. She don't know what to do with Doug not there. She lose her mind. So she announced that she's doing a project. Brandy invites British over to her house. She's cooking chicken or something. Still mad about what Malaysia did about bringing Zell. Still mad about that. Let it go.
Brandy is a scorned ex-lover. Like,
I'm really starting to feel like was Black Box munching on the box? Brandy, the way
she was like, I'm in the bed with my husband and I'm talking to you, and it's just like, I know they was best friends, but every time she talked about Malaysia, she start crying.
It's a lot. I'm saying I'm never going to give nobody all that, even if I felt, because I've had friends like, you've been there for all the time or whatever, and then stuff happens where you expect. I don't know. I'm just a different person. I just learned that people are people. That's why I don't like people. I like animals because I know what they're capable of. Like, if an animal scratched me, I knew it was coming. You know what I'm saying? But people, they give you a good game. Like, they love you and they're your friends and everything else, and they're really not. So I've learned to accept that. But Brandy needs to accept that too. Like, girl, get over it.
Even if you haven't really accepted it, you have to learn how to not let people see you sweat.
Yeah. Like, I'm not calling you like, oh my God.
Irritating you, they're going to do it every time just to get on your nerves. Just what you need to do next time is just ignore it. Act like she's not there.
Right. And I like Brandy, but this is turning me off.
Say, hey, how you doing? And move on.
She's another one whose face looked like leather.
Yeah, she looks built up. Like she's looking like a
swole.
Yeah, like
so you saying it looked like somebody inflated her with helium.
She looked like she was
absolutely
at a drag show. It was looking.
And you know, she looks so pretty without the makeup. When she wipes the makeup off, she looks much better. She's very attractive.
Okay, wait. I want to address this. Nothing wrong being submissive to the right man because his intentions are to do right by you. Being submissive doesn't mean losing identity and freedom or waiting for my mate. Hopefully, girl. Now listen, girl. You know you my girl, and when you right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And I'm gonna give you everything that's right about this comment. Okay, I have no qualms about it, and I absolutely 100% agree. I talk a whole bunch of shit. Y'all know I do. But for the right man, baby, will I get up in there and cook that man a nice dinner and pack that lunch for him to walk out the door with a nice little snacks in him? You know them build up text messages that you do during the day. Hey, babe, I was for the right one. But that man has to show you that he can be a leader. That man has to make you feel comfortable enough to trust him and making the decisions for y'all. As a whole, you got a whole I'm going to just be honest. You got a whole bunch of clowns and court justice walking around here because the new thing is to say grand rising and I'm a king.
Mm-hmm.
And you motherfuckers ain't even a damn prince. Y'all the class clown. But you want to be respected as a king. Every decision you make, you running into a brick wall. I'm not about to follow you into the brick wall.
Stop having babies by these people that y'all don't.
This is what I'm saying. Like people got to stop. This is what I say about the women.
I'm not even talking about.
We got to protect, especially now with this Roe versus Wade overturn.
At all. I'm just talking about period.
Yes, but in general, women, we have to stop being gullible. Like you said, it's clowns out here pretending to be kings. Do you understand? So if you're a clown out here, we got to do our thorough research. Stop opening your legs so damn fast. Like sit down, get to know the man. Watch his move. Pay attention to what he do. Pay attention to how he treat other people. Pay attention to how he talk about his exes. Pay attention to all that so we can make better decisions. Because we get caught up. A man can front, and we could get caught up anyway. But a lot of times we jump in. We jump in relationship, and women, we're soft and pink, and we want love so much. So sometimes a man, like a clown, could come and pretend he's a king for a minute.
Not all of
we're happy.
That's what I'm saying. Not all of us. That's such a generalized statement. Like I'm about to give y'all a little bit of my business. For the past damn near 3 years, there has been one person that I have talked to. I'm not even gonna say consistently because sometimes I don't feel like being bothered. Like I know that's a flaw. And that is definitely what, like, I don't want to be bothered. Like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like, you ain't did me nothing. I'm going to make this very clear. But I like to have my own personal time. And in all that time, guess what, baby? Not my man. Will be on my YouTube, and make a comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, just here to support you. Oh, okay, hey, thank you. I call their name
out. Who said that ain't nothing but a pandemic?
No extra nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm going to get to know you. I'm going to see what you about like that. Like, cause I got one more fuck to give as far as to go for a relationship. I got one. I'm on my last fuck to give about anybody raggedy ass son. So before I jump into anything, I'm a, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to know you. In a minute, it seems like some shit. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My flaw of why it's not that people don't want to talk to me. It's not that people don't want to holler at me. My son is about to be 10. My last real relationship was with my kid's father. We've been separated since my son was 9, and I didn't immediately go out there and get nobody. Right. I had to look at the flaws and the things I did. You know what I'm saying? To contribute to the demise of the family that I had created. So after I got myself together, baby, I was content. I'm content with being by my motherfucking self because you know if I want to get up and walk up out this bitch, I don't got nobody asking me where you're going.
And relationships ain't cracked up to what they even marriages.
In my life, well, if it got to be hard, if it don't flow naturally, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And we as women are getting to a point like where, I mean, it is what it is. Like, trust me, don't think I don't get a nut because I do. I know how to please me quicker than anybody else can please me. And goddamn, it don't take that long for me to do it. Under 5 minutes and under, I'm done. Because I know exactly where to hit and what to do.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that we put so much into relationships. When a lot of times it's not even cracked up to what it is. It's like,
no, mate,
please.
The problem ain't us. The problem is with our mothers, our grandmothers, and our great-grandmothers. They had to settle for so long to just doing this because this is what they were relegated to. And that's what they try to teach us. And today's woman don't give up. fuck? Like, it's not that we don't want a man. It's not that we don't, I'm not going to say need a man, because we were not created to be a singular person alone for the rest of your life. It's the point that we have gotten comfortable with. I'm not going to just accept anything. These are my boundaries. These are where I'm at. This is what I want.
And we should be like that. That's how we should be.
Love, whatever. And if you can't meet me where I'm at and add to where I'm at, fuck, I don't need you. I don't need you to get a nut. I want to be with you to get a nut. I want to be with you to have somebody to love. I don't, and that's the difference. Back in the day, women needed to be with men. So men were able to do what they want to do, and men still want to do what they want to do and be on fuck shit. But today's women have understand the difference between needing to be with a man and wanting to be with a man. And all the men who looking for women who need to be with them are stupid as fuck, because they're not going to never genuinely love you. They're not going to ever put in what's genuine to get to know you in the relationship, because they needing you. A woman who wants you versus a woman who needs you. A woman who wants you and you the right type of man will elevate your game to the next thing. I don't want to be with somebody who need me. I want to be with somebody who want me. I don't want to need a man. I want to want you. Like, make me want you. That's the thing. If you can't make me want you, like, you can have the biggest dick in the world. You can know how to work that thing, hit all the walls and the G-spot at the same time. If you can't mentally stimulate and motivate me, you just some dick for me to get another get the fuck. That's not something to build with.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And that's why men are trying to change things, because women no longer need you. We never said we didn't want you. We said we don't need you.
Right.
To do what we need to do.
But like a man wants to feel needed. They probably have this, because there's a lot of times.
Guess what? When you want a man, you know how to make him feel
right.
needed.
And this is what I'm saying. A lot of things is getting misconstrued and misconceived, because like you said, I would rather you want me than need me. You understand? So, but a lot of times men get the things twisted and they want to feel needed and not wanted. I don't care if you want me. I'm going to make sure that you need me. Like a lot of times it's like that. But what's Jackie? So Jackie in this damn podcast. What you thought about the podcast and her making Malaysia the special guest?
Why was she the special
guest? I like the podcast idea, but before we get to that, we got to talk about Angel Brinks and her son.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a big portion of the show, because that was just crazy to me.
So
her son who told her he don't want to feel left out her life, that she's trying to relegate to the pool house, to the guest house.
She was giving him options. I think she was being real lenient with him, because she was giving him options. So basically, her and Rock was in the bed talking, and Rock was like, where the baby gonna stay when the baby get here? The baby, let's see if we can get your son to move his room, which I don't see what the problem is. You could have had your own floor. I would have loved to have my own floor when I was his age, or a whole house in the back.
Let me tell you what the problem is. Who house that is? Who house that is?
Angel house.
Oh, okay. Who paying on that house?
Well, Angel name on the bill.
That in lies the problem. I'm coming at you where the fuck my child gonna be, and you don't pay that bill in this bitch. You just laying your head around. You homosexual. What it is? Ain't that's what the homosexual is? The person who in love for a place to stay. And I'm pretty sure Rock probably got
not homosexual.
But understand, if we was in your house, then tell me about where the fuck I'm gonna put my son. Other than that, I'm gonna figure it the fuck out.
I don't even think it was Rock. Honestly, I don't think it was him.
She said. Her and Rock were talking.
That's her, because everything that she says, she's one of them people. She wants to be married. She's one of the ladies that's desperate to be married and desperate to pretend and make it seem, oh, we were talking. No, girl, it was you. It was just you. That nigga ain't even thinking about you, girl. It's we, because I know a lot of females like that. They love to put their man in the. Oh, we when that man is out with the next woman, not even thinking about you, girl. She seems real desperate like that.
I wouldn't put it past Rock, though. I wouldn't put it past.
I think she was laying in the bed, was like,
no. What Angel gives me is
desperate.
I met this man during the pandemic, and I'm gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it work. I definitely feel you are absolutely onto something when you say she don't want to be on the third baby daddy and have a third failed relationship, which I don't even consider her first one as a failed relationship, because the man is no longer here. You know what I'm saying?
But the way it happened, he committed S. So
even though he committed S, guess what? That's not on her. That was some things going on the inside. And you know how I can tell you there's some things going on the inside? Because I have had all the family support all my life. All my life. Cousins. When I tell you, you know how they say cousins are your first best friend? Me and cousins are like this. I've been there, but I've gotten to the point where it was some things going on internally for me that I literally tried to step out in front of a fucking 18-wheeler truck. Because
but
I
you
did
think
not want
no one else is going to understand that. Like, even though you're right.
Because I didn't want to be here. That's not on, like, she can't. I mean, and I know you feel like as the partner, I could have saved them. If I would have knew, I would have did this. But ultimately, there was nothing that you can do.
But we can say that until we are blue in the face.
Really
you can't make a person believe that. Like, you can say it.
Like, I can't, but
you can say it until you're blue in the face. But if people that don't, because I suffer from depression, anxiety and depression. Like, so, but my husband don't understand that. He just wants, he doesn't understand. Like, he doesn't understand, like, depression and anxiety. He think if you're not happy, it's my fault. I need to make you happy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, and I'm telling, it's not you. It's not the house. It's not the kids. It's me. I deal with stuff in my head. You understand? It's my head. It's not somebody else's. But your people around you don't understand that. They don't understand that. They're going to constantly blame themselves. If I was to jump out the window, God forbid, right now, my husband would blame himself. He wouldn't understand that it was me.
Because
listen, but I'm not saying
that,
but that's why I am a firm believer. I am a firm advocate. Do I do it? Yes, to this day, and talking to somebody. I am a firm believer in mental health and mental care. I don't care if you get your release through yoga, going to the smash room and beating some shit up, however you need to take care of yourself mentally, besides going out here and lashing out on the public. You know what I'm saying? Let me be clear. And what I'm saying, whatever productive and peaceful way, right, to get you together mentally, you gotta stay in that place. But here's the thing, like, yes, your spouse feels some type of way, and that's a part of the stage of grieving, right? I could have did this, I could have did that. But here's the problem: a lot of us believe that others can make us happy, or we should be able to make others happy, and we take the onus of their happiness on us. And if they're not happy on their own, we can't make them happy. It doesn't matter what you do.
We can say it, but people don't feel like you can say it, and it's true. Because what's going on with you doesn't have anything to do with anybody else, but you can't, people will still, like, even your kids, what did I do? Did I do something? Because even that little boy in that moment, he said, remember when they flashed back to, he said about the commit suicide? He internalized, like, did my father kill himself for me, about me? Like, you still don't understand that. Like, people do not understand that mental illness and stuff, situations like that, the other person does not understand that. So we don't know what, she's probably sitting there like, was I not good enough? What did I do for him to take his own, self like that? What did I do? And so that little boy too, like, my father took himself. So why? He didn't love me enough to stay for me? You understand? A lot of people internalize.
All the more reason when your child have abandonment feelings, you don't suggest to them to move to the fucking pool house.
Exactly. This is why I said I don't think that was Rock. I think it was her trying to get a storyline. But
I think that was her trying to appease Rock.
I'd rather see her be dabbling.
It sounded like she was trying to appease Rock.
It's not his house.
It sounded like Rock was in the bed saying, trying to make decisions, saying he need to move and we can use that room for the baby.
That's even worse. Because if that's the situation, if that was the case, that's even worse. Because ain't no man going to come here and tell me
the baby does have to have a room.
The baby could be rolled up in a room with her and her bitch. Her bitch.
First of all, most people with a newborn baby,
the baby sleep with me.
Listen, realistically speaking, as a mother, my kid had a room. My kid had a room. Had everything they need. My baby slept right in the bassinet right next to me. Because you don't want your new baby to be that far away from you.
I gotta run down her and watch.
At the end of the day, y'all could afford a gender reveal with helicopters and synchronized swimmers and a fourth goddamn promise ring, and y'all can't afford to do construction and build a baby a goddamn room on the side of y'all.
Well, they have the space. It looks like they have the space.
Like, the house is huge. I think she was just trying to pull a storyline, but it was a wrong move. That was a wrong move because you look like a no goodity parent. You see that your child is needy. That boy looks like he's a needy child.
He's needy, and he came across as a little bit spoiled to me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He seems like he's needy, and maybe she did spoil him due to what happened with his dad or whatever. And he probably is a little more attached. Like, I don't want to, leave or whatever due to his situation. A lot of things that happen in our lives make us the way we are. So maybe he don't want to leave. You can tell he's not a grown kid. He's not a fresh kid. He doesn't look like the type of kid like, ooh, I got a pool house. Because some other kid would probably love that.
Trying to he wasn't even thinking like I was thinking like the if I was a teenager, me, hell yeah, my mama take this pool house. See, no problem, y'all.
But he looks like he's not even on that type of time. Like, and obviously we could pick that up through the TV. She knew that because she's his mother. You understand? So you know how your child is, and your child didn't want to live in a pool house. Why would you even ask him on TV?
She was giving him options.
I don't think ain't no option, girl.
Ain't no option for my 14-year-old.
You bring that crib in that room. You could get one of those Chinese dividers. You know what I'm saying? Or she could even.
But maybe he's a good kid and she trusts him. He can have.
No, it's not about trusting him, but it's the thing that
I wouldn't want
your
my
child
14-year-old outside my house. But here's what I was gonna say. Could you say he gives spoiled vibes? You know what? I didn't get spoiled vibes. What I got was a kid who, instead of receiving extra nurturing because he was only having one parent, instead of the nurturing and loving part to help break those feelings that he had, she did in her mind. I'm not gonna knock her. She did in her mind what she thought was right. Oh, I'm making this money. Let me do this. Let me buy this so my kid doesn't feel less than the upper field. Instead of taking those nights and having popcorn nights and movie nights. You know what I'm saying? Or let's just sit and talk, or let's order some pizza, let's make some pizza, or let's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, when their kids go through trauma, instead of helping them heal through the trauma and work through the trauma, they tend to buy them things to ease the trauma, not realizing the trauma is still there. They just got stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They got stuff, but they still got the trauma, and that's the problem. We gotta start healing our kids' traumas, not just buying them shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then he probably felt like he being pushed away.
Spoiled, entitled assholes with trauma and traumatic experience that's built up, and they become toxic ass adults.
I don't know, but that just bothered me. Like, that little boy, he looked like he felt like he being pushed away.
He don't look like a bad kid at all.
No, he looked like
a kid who lost a parent.
A kid. He looked like he's a real kid.
Married to this man. So let's be real about the situation. Angel was married to this man, right? You can tell when she talk about it, it still fucking bothers her. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get the therapy or what she needed to truly heal from it. So when you can't truly heal from it, how you gonna help your child heal from it? Then you lost your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what nobody say, good time, bad time. Your spouse died, you fucked up about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You fucked up about that shit. So she probably didn't know at the time how to deal with her grief, plus help her child grieve, besides buying him some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which probably caused a little distance, which probably, let's be real, internalized Angel, every time she see him, that's a constant reminder of her husband that she loves. So if she didn't know how to properly compartmentalize, she might have backed away from her kid to help get herself, you know what I'm saying, in the thing. Like, when Angel first came on, he was always with Angel's mother, not with Angel. And then the kid said himself that when you had the baby, when she had her daughter, it was like all the attention went to her and he felt left out. And he's afraid that he's going to feel left out again. So trying to separate him at this point, if he was willing, because of how he feels like she's going to forget about him, putting him on another floor or putting him in the pool house is not what that baby needs. If he is willing as a teenager to share a room with a newborn baby so he does not feel like he is not a part of his family,
right?
Then what the fuck are we talking about? Like, why were we even walking him to the pool house to be like, you can
exactly? That was my point.
It's just him. Can you imagine when he's already feeling something like sitting in that pool house by himself? That's how you create a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's nobody there but him.
I agree. He might be too young for the pool house. Maybe when he's 18 or
no, but even
I'm not saying that's Angel's intention.
He may not even be ready when he's 18 because everyone has their own personality. You can have like multiple kids. Like, I got my son and my daughter. My daughter is completely different from my son. My daughter maybe can handle more things, and she's younger. She may can handle more things than my son can. I think he's a little more fragile than her because he don't talk very much or whatever, but she's more expressive. They're like, well, I don't like this. He won't say anything. He'll just shut down and won't say anything. And he's older than her. So I know I have to probably dote on him a little more than her. She know your kid. You know that your kid, that boy is a kid. He's a kid's kid. He's not grown. You can tell he's not grown. He's not fresh. He's not one of them spicy kids that's grown. He's not going to want to live outside that house. Mm-hmm. He wants to be up under you as much as possible. You can see that in that little boy's eyes. And especially you're bringing in a new man, a new baby. Like he said, he felt pushed away when you had the daughter. So how you think he's feeling now? That you bringing in not only you bringing in a new man and a new baby. So the trauma from him losing his father, the trauma from him feeling he's being pushed away when you had the little girl. Now you're trying to push me in a pool house. You don't want me either. Like you're pushing me out. Like that's how that little boy's probably feeling. Like you're pushing me out. You want me to stay in a pool house? You know, like she knows her kid. And I just hate when they bring kids on like that.
And listen, don't get me wrong. I don't think Angel is a bad mother. I think she was trying to appease him in a way that she's always appeased him by, oh look, you might be giving up your room.
Girl, if that's her child, she knew that he didn't want to stay in the pool house.
You know, this pool house is bigger and better. Because it seems
that was
like
for TV. She's trying to make a scene. She's trying to do a scene because at the end of the day, like I said, you know your child, and you know what your child what will do and what not do. You knew that child, that little boy that acts like a little boy, that
acts like a kid.
He acts like a kid. He's not a grown kid. He's not fresh or one of them grown kids. Like, yeah, I got the pool house. Because I know at that age, I would have been like, thank you.
Would have took the pool
yeah, because my grown behind would have been like, thank you. Shoot, I'm living on my own. You know, I've been calling my friends like, look, I got my own house. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's not one of them kids. You can see that he's more of a childish kid. He don't want to be by himself, and you knew that he didn't want to be by himself. So why are you even talking about this on TV? I'd rather seen you down to your shop with the glue gun, gluing some stones on, instead of talking about him.
She needed something else to talk about besides her failing relationship. I mean, at least, you know.
I want to see her with the glue gun, with the bedazzler.
No,
you know,
I don't. I want
to see her making those large earrings. You know, I want to see her.
I think she got the picture towards the end when she finally realized that it's probably not a good idea, and we're just gonna let him keep that room, and then we're just gonna leave the baby in our room.
And that's what she should have did from the beginning.
She probably realized what y'all are saying.
It's her room because Rock is a visitor. Fuck that. Like, because I refuse to believe what Cardi B say. You ain't paying any rent. I refuse to believe he paying anything on a mortgage.
Right? Yeah, when she told that to Peter Gunn, it's like you ain't paying any rent.
You ain't paying any rent. And I be listen, and if the house is paid for, that house belongs to them 3 kids. And
right.
Because I'm equal opportunity. Rock ain't got no papers, so that ain't his shit.
Yeah, right. They're not married.
So we went down to the podcast.
They promised.
We're gonna do a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back with Jackie's podcast.
Yep.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it.
That was just enough time for me to get some ice.
Oh my God, this wine is disgusting. You went to go get ice, and if y'all see this wine out there, don't buy it, y'all. It's disgusting.
I never really had wine that was horrible, but I like a red.
This wine is disgusting because I like a Pinot Noir, and I couldn't find the one I like. I like the Luscious Pinot Noir. It's very sweet, and it gets you like where you need to go.
But we need to go purchase Martell's wine and do a review on that and see how we like it.
Yeah, and I still want that black. I want that bottle of what's that?
I don't know. You remember somebody ordered black champagne and it took like 3 months to get there?
Yeah, but I think maybe now they got more manufacturing because they're getting more business with it. Because I think they had sent Funky Dineva a case because he said it's really delicious.
They said Funky Dineva said that he was waiting on his black.
Yeah, but he ended up getting it. He got it. He got it, and then after he got it, he tasted it. He said they ended up sending him a case for the delay.
Mm-hmm. But I don't like my stuff delayed.
Right? Didn't Princess order it as well?
I think she did, and she had the same issue.
I said, hopefully now they got their shipping and handling, together.
I do want to try the red wine, but
hey, Cheryl.
I don't know if it's out in stores yet or if it's, I don't know. Melanika.
Hey, Ray.
Is Melanika selling it out of the back of her truck or whatever?
She's gonna sell it for Martell with her Gucci belt. With that Gucci belt, she pulling out bottles from out her trunk, from underneath her skirt. She Melanika said she pulling out bottles.
We were talking about wines, and we was talking about purchasing Martell's wine.
Is it able to be purchased yet?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him advertising it for it or anything, but
all I know is this freaking wine is disgusting, and I'm about to use it. I'll cook with it. I'm gonna put it on I'm gonna make some steak tomorrow. That's gonna be going down to the cooking wine.
So Jackie invites all the ladies over.
I gotta go to Long Island iced tea.
You're making a Long Island?
I'm gonna get pour me some Long Island iced tea because that wine was disgusting.
So Jackie invites the ladies all over for the podcast, and the topic of discussion is the same topic that's been of discussion for the past 15 years that this show has been on the air, is life after basketball. It's the same. I mean, I get it, y'all are basketball wise, but this is the same thing y'all talk about every season. So I guess the ladies are supposed to get on there and tell, how they feel. One of the twins brought a cheesecake. Is that the one that made the comment?
I think, was it? Because are they twins?
So.
So you brought the cheesecake. Did you make it or did you pick it up from Publix?
Maybe it came from Publix. You know it came from Publix.
She was like, she don't cook nothing.
And that was a random thing to do. And it's a lot of
like, yeah, did she bring spoons? Was there petite cheesecakes? Oh my God. This place
used to bring the rolls or anything, so I don't know how they was gonna eat it or place it.
I remember my aunt had some cheesecake that she had gotten these little like Reese's Pieces cups, but they was like little tiny cheesecakes. They was delicious. Mm-hmm. I used to pop like 10 of them in my mouth at a time.
I love cheesecake. I'm a cheesecake girl.
Me too.
We used to have the cheesecake bistro, and they used to have the turtle cheesecake, and they used to put the hot caramel drizzled all on it, and the cheesecake slice was like this.
Stop.
I was stop. But I got me a good old like the crawfish lasagna, but the lasagna be fried with the crawfish on the inside with the salt. Oh, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, see why I had to have that weight loss operation, because you talking about food and I'm over here getting aroused. Like, I should not have this relationship with food.
She has her own cheesecake company because.
Oh, okay. Well, then the heifer made the cheesecake. I still.
Okay. Like so that's why she brought the cheesecake.
I don't like a I just still feel like.
But did she mention her cheesecake company? Because I didn't hear.
No, we don't really know nothing about her. I really don't know who she dated or what type of was he American basketball? Was it overseas? I don't know anything about her.
Shit, see, I should not have this thing with food. Now you're talking about cheesecake. Now I'm sitting here like.
Hey,
and British
cayenne pepper.
I want to talk about British getting on that crying, talking about she loved her baby daddy.
Ooh, Cheesecake Factory, yes.
Of the baby hairs. And I do seem, just looking at her fashions on the show, it seemed like out of everybody, British is on a budget. British is definitely on a budget this season. Like,
and a little black box.
Yeah, Malaysia too.
But you can tell they came back, because she just looks like a regular girl. I like British. British remind me of like my friends. Like,
I don't like the back and forth. You can't hate the man and then love him.
No, but she wants him. That's why I said she reminds me of my friends. They want the man, but they're gonna first because the man been cheating on them for the whole time, and whatever. Like, look, I don't want if he acts right, I'll take him back.
One minute she loves the man, 1 minute she can't stand him, then she back to loving him again. Then she
you can
reminiscing,
absolutely
crying.
This is why Jackie said she know that she wants her baby father, but she wants him not to be with nobody else. If she can't have him not being with nobody else.
Don't say that you moved on if you have not moved on yet.
She hasn't. It was all lies.
You have not moved on. She has not clearly moved on.
It was all lies.
He's still got a lock on her emotions. Like
But really she's one of those. That's what I said. She remind me of my friends, like the hood, like real ghetto. Like it's that ghetto love. It's like, oh my God, I'm mad at him today because now he done fucked the bitch. You know what I'm saying? He done did this. I found out he was messing with this hoe, some here, whatever, and I don't want him. But next week, after he done broke up with the girl, he calling, oh God, he called me. We on good terms. You know, we speak it, you know, whatever. And then next week, he done messed with this girl, whatever. It's really like, it's giving hood love.
Don't keep going from friend to friend saying, I can't stand him. This, that, and the third. You getting your friends riled up because you telling the friends.
That's why I don't even get riled up no more.
I just negative stuff about, you know, because I've had people do that with me. It's like you telling me all this negative stuff, get me riled up, and then you going back and you talk about you in love and you happy. And
no, but you know what? In my old age, I have realized I don't even get riled up. I used to get riled up like that. That what he did?
He did that to you?
We ain't messing with him. And then when he come around, we side eyeing him. You know, the friend man come around, so we like.
First of all.
But I learned how to not even do that. I learned how to just speak and keep it moving. When you mad at him, I'm mad at him. When you love him, I love him. I learned how to do that. That's why when you in love with him, we in love with him, girl. When you hate him, we hate him. That's it.
First of all, so we really gonna act like that's what we doing? We really gonna act like that's like what we doing? Cause y'all already know. You know, if like that's your friend, you know what I'm saying? If that's your friend, that you know when the bitch come to you talking about girl, cause fuck that nigga, I'm done with him. I'm not never. When she start off with that energy, that rah energy, we know that's not the time you leaving. So you know what? We gonna rah and be her cheerleader in the corner.
Right.
Listen, that ain't the time to give advice. She need to vent. She need to get it off her chest. And ain't no need of wasting your good advice when you know this not the time that she right. leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like my friend come around, girl, I can't stand that bastard.
Right, that's why I said that's what I had to learn.
Up, girl, let's go fuck him up.
Right, when you want to be his ass, we want to be his ass.
Don't get me riled up. I'm the type of person, do not get me riled up. Don't keep coming to me telling me, he doing this, he doing that, I can't stand him, he doing it.
That's part of your friendship contract.
That's not. I never signed the contract.
You like, Shay, like, I was not party privy to that.
I like to give advice. I'm just.
You know what I'm saying? The Cynthia would have ripped up y'all friendship contract. Because listen, if you tell me we love him this week, child, we love him this week, and when I'm in his presence, I'm gonna love him in front of your face and his face. As soon as both of y'all turn y'all back, I'm gonna be like, big ass shit.
That's why I had to learn how to.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to learn how to do that. I had to
learn how to do that, girl. Because when you hate him. We hate them. When you love them, we love them. Like I have to learn how to do because they had me riled up, Shady. I should be like, wait till I see him. He come in, we like
people
are like, hey, you know, like
to who they need, who they love, right? People are gonna when you need a release because you feeling stressed out in this chat. You know what I'm saying? Or you feeling stressed out in this relationship. You gonna vent. So you gonna call your girl. You gonna call your homeboy. Y'all gonna talk about the shit. But at the end of the day, like. People need to learn to stay out of people's relationships and learn when is the time that your friend is really just venting to you and not looking for advice, and when the time your friend is really looking for advice. And when they're really looking for advice, that's what they be. You be a mouth when it's needed, and you be an ear when it's needed. Like at the end of the day, I got a friend right now going through a divorce. I ain't saying nothing. Right. From the beginning, felt like you should have never married this motherfucker. You don't really want to marry this motherfucker. You really getting married because other people are pressuring you to get married because your family is in the church and you don't want to make it seem no way, but you really ain't. This ain't what you want to do. And now all of these years later, I done, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? Hey, Ace. All these years that I've been, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah, we're gonna joke. But I knew you wasn't the motherfucker for my friend, but I'm a because that ain't my business. That's what you love it. You like it, I love it. Like that bitch told me her divorce is final. Gonna be followed by September. When I tell you who about to throw the best divorce party around this bitch for their friend, it's me. It's about to be all the cocktails.
I want a divorce party, but I don't know if I want to get divorced. But I do want a divorce
nobody's relationship. But then also, when you talking on your relationship, you got to learn who to talk to. You got to talk to the right people. You can't go talk to your mama who gonna forever hate this motherfucker because they did something to her baby. You can't talk to people.
Friends
You
like
can't talk
me
to people like that.
it. So you really can't. If you are gonna stay with someone, you need to stop trashing them to other people, because especially your friends, because it's gonna cause your friends to feel a certain type of way every time that person comes around. They're gonna be rolling their eyes,
right? Because that's me. Because I'm an eye roller and a non-speaker, and I will not. Because if I don't like you, I will not speak to you. Like I will speak to everybody, and I will make sure you know that I don't speak to you. I'm not speaking.
I feel you. I feel you on every level.
But this is why I had to learn as I got older. I learned because they was getting me riled up. Like you come and telling me that you get me riled up. I learned to be like, okay, when you hate them, we hate them, girl. We gonna jump them. We gonna scratch side. We gonna do everything. But when you love them, I love them because they'll be right back with that man. And they've been telling, I've been in situations.
And then they'll say that you being jealous when you acting the way you're acting. You're jealous all of a sudden.
No, but quick story, a true story, quick story. One of my close friends, I had caught her boyfriend with another woman, right? And I was debating if I wanted to tell her. And so I was like, you know what? This is my friend since we were kids, like 5, 6 friend. We were friends. So I was like, I got to tell her because she's like family, like my sister. So I end up telling her that, you know, such and such. She knew I wasn't lying. Like, because the time, the date, I told her who the girl was, such and such and such. So when she confronted him and then she told him, I told her. Mm-hmm. Do you know that after that, like after I went to, you know, both of them stopped speaking to me? Like both of them, like, stopped speaking to me. We ended up speaking again, but for the moment, I was like, girl, I was looking out for you. And it learned me my lesson. Like, I will never, I'm not getting involved. Like,
you roll the dice. Like, let's just be real about it. We're going to call a spade a spade. Y'all know I'm not going to sit around here and pussyfoot with nothing. Don't come to me about your relationship if you don't want me to be real with you about it. Like, that's just the end of the day. Don't come to me with the bullshit if you don't want me to be real with you about what's going on. If it's fuck shit, I'm going to tell you it's fuck shit. Whether it's you're doing the fuck shit or your spouse doing the fuck shit. Because a lot of times our friends come to us and they be fucked up. And we take it for what it is. But when you go and tell somebody about their spouse cheating, at the end of the day, girl, have video, have pictures, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to believe you. And 9 times out of 10.
No, but she believed me because it was more than me that saw him. And then it was like a repeat offense. But the thing is, like, once relationships, if they get back in good with that person, you could be go. You, even if you give advice and be like, you know what, you I was right about him all the time, and I told you, they end up pillow talking to their spouse, telling their spouse, well, you know, such and such said this, and then the spouse looking at you sideways. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, you and your girlfriend or whatever is not speaking because you know you're negative. Mm-hmm. But even though you done came to me with your problem, and I just gave you the advice that I would give anybody, but now, and that's oh my God, I can't be around you because you know you're negative and you're not for my relationship. No, bitch, and I don't give a damn about your relationship. Stop telling me your problems.
Listen, no, and that's when you have to learn how to learn when to speak and when to be an ear, and that's why I say that. You know what I'm saying? Learn.
That's why I don't get involved no more. I just do one of these.
And when to be an ear. So you know what I said now? I'm like, girlfriend, well, girl, you know, I can't tell you what to do in your relationship. That's what's in your relationship, but do what's gonna make you happy. You gotta give that generic ass answer. You know what I'm saying?
But like, speaking of what's going to make people happy, how do you feel about the podcast? And they were saying about the transition of the guys when they transitioned from basketball to retire, because that must be a hard transition, period, to be making the money, to be in the limelight, to be doing everything. And then now you're sitting back. A lot of them don't get jobs coaching. A lot of them are not lucky enough or intelligent enough to become sportcasters. Mm-hmm.
I feel like that story has been told one too many times on the show.
Exactly.
We already heard this.
I don't care. I don't care. The show is not about basketball players. It's about the women they date.
Well, it was supposed to be.
I don't care. That's why I said date, love, and marry. Because anyway, but I want to get back to what Shady said. Shady, you can absolutely love a mother and hate a mother at the same time. You can like them and still want to bash them in their head with a skillet because they done did something that done pissed you off and you up. And that's just you mad at the moment. It doesn't mean that you don't like them. It doesn't mean that you don't love them. It doesn't mean that you don't have no feelings for them. But it just means you play with me in this moment. And in this moment right now, I really want to fucking do you
But
harm.
what I was talking about was British in particular.
British, listen.
To make it
British
seem like she can't stand Lorenzo. She tried to make it seem like
British
she don't
loves that man. British loves that man. If you watch British, when British talk about that man,
he lights up.
Talking about his bullshit. Her face light up. When you love somebody, you love somebody. It does not just go out of your system like that. Even if you in deep like with somebody or semi-deep like with somebody, right? When you like them and you fuck with them, you like them and you fuck with them. But at the same time, you can call yourself wanting to back away so they will understand the absence and feel the depth of your absence. You know what I'm saying? From being present in a situation, and you will hope that they would get it the fuck together so y'all could be the fuck together. And that is what British is at. I'm not saying that's a smart ass plan because goddamn, if you don't value me in your presence, I'm not about to back away for you to value me in my dispresence. I'ma act like you know was on one of them shirts with the angel wings, bitch. Get the fuck, rest in peace. Come on, put on Faith Evans with the beat.
They have that ghetto back and forth toxic.
I promise to God, I'm about to have a real live. I'm about to have a real live bounce beat repass in my house for you, dancing you away. Like I'm about to funeralize your ass the fuck out of my life. That's not where she's at. She wanted him,
but she wants to
value her
like it is.
in her absence to make him realize, like, damn, I'ma miss her, I'ma need her.
But he don't.
But Lorenzo ain't that type of nigga that you play them type of games with. Mm-hmm. Because he's not taking the time to do the self-observation. He's just going from woman to woman.
He just got out of a domestic partnership. Like, wait, how long was y'all together to be having a domestic partnership?
I don't think they was having the domestic partnership for that long. I think it was during one of their breaks, but he did end it for the sake of the co-parenting relationship.
And then you're concerned, like girls be like, it's the chicken head of it all. Like British give me a polla cabeza, a chicken head. Like she's a chicken head. She's one of them chicken heads. Like she gives me chicken head. Like you a chicken head.
You don't give me chicken head.
No, she me a woman. You calling worried about why is your girlfriend feel comfortable about?
Yeah, let's talk about how
don't post my motherfucking kids, bitch.
No, this is right. But you should have handled that. That should have been handled, established, or whatever. It didn't have to come out in front of everybody.
No. First of all, it should have never been done. Period. He should have put boundaries on his bitch. Like at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who you with. I don't care what y'all do. If y'all done been together long enough to where this girl done been around my kids, whatever, y'all out on the event, y'all post pictures, fine, cool. I don't care. But your flavor of the month, when 2 weeks later, first of all, if that ain't somebody you about to be with, I don't give a damn, man or woman. If that ain't somebody that you legitimately trying to build something with, they should not be posting your kids and they should not be around your fucking kids.
They should, but men think totally different.
Don't bring a track line of do not bring a Black Friday line of women or men in front of your fucking kids.
Right. But men think different. Because like men bring their kids around women.
Don't do it.
And I'll be like baffled by that. Like, don't bring your kid around me.
A man can't just bring his kids around me because for what? I might not be here. Because I am the motherfucker. You do something that pissed me the fuck off to the point where I feel like, you know what? This is unforgivable. It's unreturnable. I can't do it. I will walk the fuck away from you and your fucking kids. And I love kids. So before I hurt a kid, man, no, we need to get to know each other first before you could understand something. You're not coming to my house.
They say men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
You're not coming to
because
my house.
Men think totally different a lot of times. A lot of times men bring their kids around females, to whereas we females are a little more wary most of the time.
Before you have anybody around my kids, let them understand that I am batshit motherfucking crazy. I will beat the piss out of them. They fuck out of my kids. fuck over my kids. Like, it's conversations that have to be had. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is why I don't even play that.
My kids
I don't play that, period. My kid is not going to your girlfriend's house. My kid is not. We're not doing that.
I think the daughter was at his house and the piece came over the house.
Right. This is what I'm saying. Like, a lot of men don't think like women think. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of men don't think like women think, because even in my personal relationship, my husband brought his son around, would bring his son, the mother would allow her son to come around me when he was a baby. I mean, I was around that boy since he was like 3 months. You understand? Since when he's a baby. Since he's a baby, because her son and my son is 6 months apart. They turn the same age at the same time. So yeah, I was in a whole ghetto.
Relationship.
I was in my husband just a hoe. He was a hoe. He was he had I guess he was with the girl.
He was a hoe and you turned him into a house husband.
Yeah. It's like you have to lock him down sometimes.
Go ahead, go on.
Because he was with the but he was messing with a lot of people. But at the time, I didn't know the girl was pregnant. I didn't find out she was pregnant until I was already pregnant, and she was a little further along than me. But he like ended up being with me. So when she did have the baby, she had the baby. I was still pregnant because I was pregnant when she had the baby. So I've seen the baby and I've been around the baby since the baby was born, since the baby was a newborn. And for her, I never understood. I found it crazy. Like, how am I rocking your newborn? Bitch, I'll choke this little nigga. You understand what I'm saying? But no, for real. Like, how could you leave your baby with me? Like, girl, you bold. You think it can't happen. Do you know I could have been poisoning your kid? I could have been squeezing his little hand. I could have been shaking him, giving him shaking child syndrome, tossing him. You know what I'm saying? And you was willing because you trusted that man so much. When I didn't even know how you trusted him.
Crazy as fuck.
Because all he did was
man that he got somebody else pregnant.
All he did was sleep. And when your child came, come on, no, because he's with his father. He's with his father. Girl, he's not with his father. He with me because his father is sleeping. So when he's sleeping, I got the baby. Do you know I could be abusing your child? You a fool to let your child come around me like that. Not that I would do anything, but I could have. And that's why I don't play that. Ain't no mixing and mingling of the kids. Like, you keep that over there and I keep that over here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no mixing and mingling. My kid ain't going up there like, birthday parties. No, not happening.
Girl, see, back in the day, back in my young and dumb days, girl, yeah, I would have had to fight you. We pregnant at the same time. I would have. No, you know what? No, we wouldn't.
It's not your fault. It was his fault.
Right? No, but we done been to thing, but she didn't want to fight because I done popped up in front of. You know, I was pregnant in front of the house. Come outside. I've been in front of the house. You know what I'm saying? I done took cabs. I done did all the dumb stuff.
Piss out of you if you would have popped up.
Let me tell you something. I pull up to houses at that time when I was younger. When I was younger, when I was young, you pop. Don't talk. This is why I don't play that. This is why YouTube and stuff like this. And I don't play that beef, YouTube beefing and stuff.
Yeah, and all that stuff. I'm not doing that.
I'm coming to your house. Like, I done came to houses. I done got in the cab at 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock in the morning.
Girl, I wish a bitch would. Girl, I wish a bitch would pull up at my motherfucker. Girl.
So you went to
I'm really trying to be
several times. That's why I say it's been a whole. I need to start telling.
It was nothing but God that baby mama was not a woman like me.
No, if I tell you, no, because you knew what time it was. Like, I tell you, I was like a little. I'm crazy. Like that's why I don't play all that YouTube beef. Like, you know, I will take a plate.
Would have met this crazy girl. It'd have been.
And at that time. Like, this is why I was living like Biggie Smalls record. I was ready to die. Like, you didn't care.
Pull up to my house.
Like, no, at that time, the series, when I was like in my 20s and stuff like that, I didn't care. Like, I didn't care if I was like, it was like, oh, you only could kill me once. How many times you gonna kill me? You gonna kill me twice?
You would have been poking.
Like I said, you only could die one time. Let me tell you something. And I'm pulling up to your household.
See, this is why I don't be playing that bullshit. Because the motherfucker pull up to my house, they gonna create.
My grandmother always told me you had to bring an ass to get an ass.
First of all,
and that's why I brought my ass to get your ass.
And then I will torture your ass, like literally put you in a chair in my fucking garage and tie your stupid ass up with one of them old time phone scoop, and then I will pull each one of your eyelashes out with a pliers, one by fucking one. I will pull your fingernails off they fucking bed and throw alcohol on you.
Because you reminded me of the Wu-Tang album. You know what's that? Oh, Method Man.
I ain't got enough dick to go to no girl, no God.
I'll sew your asshole shut and keep feeding you.
With somebody that ditched me for that girl, no God, girl, and see, it's a good thing we sisters now, girl. But if you would have pulled up to my house, girl, I'd have beat your ass. You ain't
at that time, I was, you know, I was drinking the Hennessy.
Girl, don't blame it on Hennessy.
But you was
blaming on Hennessy.
But you
was blaming on Hennessy.
I was pregnant and crazy, and then it was after because it was like a lot of back and forth after. Even after the babies was born.
But I ain't gonna talk about him.
I said, but after the babies born, it was a lot of back and forth. Like he's back and forth. Like he was living with her, but he was with me. But he lived with her, but he was with me. It was like a back and forth. It was like a real back and forth and like I told her, bitch, this is a threesome. So when I found out that he was cheating on us, I had called her and told her like this nigga cheating on us. So she started crying. Was like, why you keep saying us? He's with me, bitch. He ain't with you. He with us. Know what I'm saying? Like, and this nigga's cheating on us. So if he bring us something, bitch, you may not understand it, bitch, but you better respect it. I know that I ain't no fool. I know he's sleeping with you and he's sleeping with me. But now he done brought another person in a situation, bitch. We need to get together and get rid of this hoe. And then we'll fight. We'll fight when we get rid of this hoe.
So Cheryl,
the things we do when we young. The things
like I said.
But one thing I ain't
and it's just true tea.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Now, if you called my house or you called that phone, after a certain time and that motherfucker was in the bed with me, oh yeah, I'm asking, hello, what's up? I'm gonna do that. Like, cause one thing we gonna do is respect me. Right? That's one thing for certain, two things for certain.
Yeah, but you know, it was a lot. Like I could write a whole book. I could write a book on what stuff that went down. Like,
but we all done been young and dumb. But today where I'm at, like, bitch, don't call my motherfucking phone with this bullshit. Talk to your nigga, cause I'm not the type of motherfucker that's about to be around here playing.
It was phone calling. It was calling at the job. Prank calling to work. It was like
not claiming the fuck out of you.
It was a lot. It was a lot going on. That's why I said I'm just happy that I'm not.
You done signed up, friend. I'm gonna give you an award. I'm gonna give you a toast. Raise your glass. To me, the only person who has ever turned a whore into a house husband.
Yeah, and it's like everybody take that shot because they know like a lot of people know our situation. Like they know us from the bar. Like we like it's like it was a whole because he was a whole.
Regardless,
I mean, because that's how I got attracted to him because I used to hear about girls saying that how they slept with him. So when they would tell, they no, but it's true. I'm being honest.
So the rumors about the dick game kept you there.
Yeah, because we were always cool. Like we would be cool because we were both Geminis, and so we would be like, you know, whatever, and we was always flirting. Like, and we were both like whatever. But this girl was telling me because she would see him talk to me a lot. So she pulled me to the time. Was like, you ever had sex with him? So I was like, no, whatever. So she was like, girl, you need to because such and such and such. But she was tricking on him, like buying him stuff or whatever. So I would bring that up to him, and the girl wasn't that attractive. So he was like, "Oh, you know, she's lying." So I'm like, "She's not lying. You know, you out here hoeing for Timberlands." But it was a lot, you know.
That's a very interesting story.
No, I'm saying I could write a book on the stuff that went down.
So the enthusiasm behind the community peen made you say, because clearly it came to you. You knew when it came to you.
Right, I'm telling you. I used to be out in the street crying.
But Mace, let me talk to young Mace back then.
We came a long way. When I say a long way to get to where we are now, because at this point we shouldn't even be together. Like the stuff that went down, and like that's why I said I know about having resentment and how you could look at a person. In 1992, like you could be. That's why I don't even like to drink because you start drinking, you like. I remember like start staring because I'm saying we've been through a lot. But
I mean that's a testimony to the strength of your relationship. And listen,
it was the strength of stalking because it was.
You was a stalker?
Yeah, I was. Like at that thing. No, and I still am. I don't play that like that's how I got
somebody cue the second line band and the African men that carry the casket and tell them come pick me up because I cannot.
No, because if I it's like, no, like, we're not going to do that. Like, until I had to put my foot down and make him make an alter, like, choose. Like, you're going to have to choose because you're not going to keep going back and forth.
So, because now I feel like, let me go in interview mode. Let me get classy. So, Miss Mace Monroe, you're basically stating to us that you got the peen and the peen was wonderful, and you decided that it was going to go from community property to personal property.
To my property.
Is that correct?
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that's how we all feel when we get with a hoe. We know that they're a hoe, but we want that.
No, listen. Listen. In my life,
I was a hoe too.
In my life, I have only had.
That's why we understood each other. That's why we bonded on, like, oh, you know, because we were both flirts and stuff like that. So I would have never thought that we would be married. Because I've known him for a while. I've seen him with his girlfriends. I've known him for a while. Like, I would never think that we would be here because I used to find him attractive when he used to come in with his girlfriend. He used to come in. That's how I met him, through a girl I used to go to school with. I used to be like in 3rd grade with. And he used to come in the bar with her. So when I saw him, I was like, oh, he's too cute to be with her. And that's how I used to think all the time. Yeah, honestly. And
but that's how women do. Women are attracted
and
to
we do. And that's true. And I'm being honest. And then I used to be like, he used to flirt back and forth, but it never went nowhere because I had a boyfriend, he had a girlfriend. But then later on, when I met him, I saw him a couple of years later, he wasn't with that particular girl anymore. He said he was single. So that's when we started, like, you know, talking or whatever, but it wasn't nothing serious because I was talking to other people. He was talking to other people. You know, it wasn't nothing serious. And he was like the bar hoe. Like, he would come in and buy everybody drinks. So when he came in, you know, you have that. I don't know if you're in the bar scene, we have people that come in that spend a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So when they come in, you know their drinks, you know their thing, because you know you're going to get tipped well. He was one of those people. So we knew when he came in with his crew, we're going to leave with at least $200-$300 in tips. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're going to have drinks or whatever like that. So we used to talk like that, but it ended up going somewhere, and it was like the whole situation. I'm telling you, it was a lot. Like, I shouldn't even look as young as I do, or the stress that I was through. I should look 102, because I'm telling you,
not fighting people.
I don't know. I just
who said not to fight over a man? I will.
For me,
I'll fight you.
For me, no. Like, listen,
we fighting her.
Like, honestly speaking, in my life, I have only had 3 real boyfriends, 3 real relationships. Like, my very first boyfriend had a crush on him in 5th grade. We kind of started talking throughout high school. Something happened. I ain't gonna go into my business like that. I think I probably shared that personally on my own page because it has very much to do with the decision that was made today. But ultimately, you know, like, it ain't happened. We still cool to this day. We talk to each other once a year, like in August, you know, to commemorate the day that our kid would have been born. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have had 4 kids, not 3. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, after that, I had another boyfriend. We was together from like 6-7 years. And then after that, I was with my children's father. Now, in between those times, did I have people that I, you know, like, yeah, that's my little dip. You know what I'm saying? That's my little yeah with the yeah. Like, that's what it is. But understand, like, I would seriously caution a man about wanting to be with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come to me because I'm very open-minded to what the fuck is going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? I am very much if you don't want nothing serious, we don't gotta be nothing serious. And when you with me, you with me. When you not with me, you not with me. And I promise you, I'm gonna stick to that shit. You can be with whoever the fuck you gonna be with. I'm gonna walk the fuck past you, and I'm act like I don't fucking know you because that's what our situation is. Unless you like already in a relationship. If you in a relationship, deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like if it's just you don't want being nothing committed or settled, I don't really want to be in nothing committed or settled. It's kind of like a dating thing. Like when you dating somebody, majority of the time,
Cheryl said, I would never fight over men, but they can fight. Girl, back in the day,
like majority of the time,
back in the day, I was.
But then once we get to having conversation and you say, this what you want to do. You want me to be committed to you? I'm going to be committed to you. You gonna be committed to me? Like you tell me that's what you want to do. God damn it, that's what we doing, and you better not play with me because it depends on what mood that I'm in when I catch you fucking up. What the fuck is? Because listen, let me tell you something. I don't have to have a man that live with me. I don't have to have a man that's up. First of all, I don't even want you to be up under me
I had to think about it. Like, wait a minute, but I'll still fight over men. If I catch my husband outside,
I like to have my own space.
I'm fighting
with my Saints on. Don't fuck with me. If they lose, I need you to understand it's 2 to 3 hours before you can text me and 3 to 5 hours before you can call me because I'm in a real shitty ass mood. Like, I need you to understand that. I need you to understand I'm gonna watch boxing because I'm a female that's into sports. So I need you to understand, don't fuck with me when I'm watching my sports. I need you to understand when I tell you I'm having a girls' night and I'm going out with my girls, baby, you know, I live in Houston. Clubs close at 2 or whatever. You can check on me, see how I'm doing. I'm going to let you know out of respect because you my man that I done made it home. Don't fuck with me all night. Because when you tell me you going out, I'm not about to be calling you. I'm not about to be texting you. I'm not about to be blowing your phone up because I'm not going to bother you because I want that same respect when it come to me doing what the fuck I want to do. But I am selfish as fuck. I feel like if you my man and you not at work and I call you at 2 o'clock in the morning and tell you I want to fuck, bring me the dick.
You want to come down real quick?
Period.
If that's
bring
what
me the dick. Period. I'm too selfish to be trying to be around here sharing dick because when I want it, I want it. I don't want to hear about, oh, my girl tripping. I can't get out the house right now. Nah, fuck that. So I'm not built for that type of shit. And I'm not about to I'm not about to fight a bitch over. I'm not about to fight you over this man. But if you disrespect me, I want you to understand, and I'm gonna let you know the fight that the dragorization that I'm about to bring to you is not about this man. It's about the disrespect that.
Yeah, it's more about disrespect. It's not just going fighting women like over a man. I don't think that's appropriate.
I'm gonna let you know. Because I'm gonna beat your ass, and after I beat your ass, I'm gonna break your motherfucking soul about the nigga you thought was the shit.
Right. It's about disrespect. It's not. I wouldn't just go because like he cheat. You know what I'm saying? You can't control what a man does. He could go out and who knows what he told.
Listen, you could be sleeping. So I'm
not gonna. I wouldn't just fight a woman. But if I approach you and I tell you like, look, you know, such and such, that's my man or whatever, and you still trying to or if you disrespect,
why are you approaching anybody?
Are you coming at me crazy? Because that's what we did. You know, back in the day, that's what we did back in the day. You look through your man phone, you find a girl number, you be like, wait a minute, who's this girl? Hi, you know, the dumb stuff. That's what we did. But I'm just saying it's about disrespect. I wouldn't just go fight a girl like, oh my God, you messing with my man, such and such. No, we're not doing that. But if you disrespect me or you call me or doing all this type of stuff, oh yeah, we're going to get to thumping. We definitely going to get to thumping. But
bringing it back to the show, I can understand why British was upset. I'm not mad at British for being upset at all about the girl posting the picture. I do feel like it was a boundary that was crossed.
Right.
But I also feel like you were saying, men just feel a little bit different. Men will let people see their kids quicker than women.
Yeah.
But I don't agree that other women should be posting other people's kids at all. So,
no, they shouldn't.
She had the right to go off about that, but the girl deleted the picture, so I guess it's okay. The last thing I wanted to talk about was the last scene where Brandy was talking with the producer about her not showing up for filming, and it was because she had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
They noticed something in her blood work or something, and she had to go back because it could possibly be cancer. And me, when I work in a cancer treatment facility. And you have to be calculated in your emotions because some people are ending their treatment, some people are beginning their treatment, and people go through all types of emotions when they go through treatment. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are really happy when the treatment is over and they feel like, I don't ever have to come back here again. The cancer is gone. I'm done. I can move on with my life. And then they have to show back up because they found something in their blood work, and that's the worst feeling ever.
And scary
to go through all that treatment that they have to go through, because a lot of them come in. Some of them come in daily. Some of them come in like every 2 days, every 3 days, or some people come in weekly. But to go through all of that treatment just for them to say we found something else and we're gonna have to start everything over again, it's a lot.
Yeah, and that's a terrifying feeling because a lot of people when cancer goes into remission, and then
it's a find something, it'll come back.
Right, and then to find something is that terror, that fear, because it's like, oh my God, will God give me another chance? You know what I'm saying? Because I survived it the first time. now it's the second time, maybe I won't be as lucky. So it's all that things factor in. It's mental, it's physical, it's a lot. And I hope Brandy's okay.
I really hope she's okay too. I think she's okay, but I believe
okay. But Brandy, you have so many other things to be focused on instead of the whole issue with Malaya.
Like leave Malaya alone. Like you taking too much energy.
Yeah, that's a lot of negative energy that could. I feel like energy can also manifest into
different things. Listen, when you hold on to negativity, when you hold on to depression, when you hold on to sadness, when you hold on to anger, holding all of that on the inside of you, not releasing it, not letting things go. Sometimes the best closure that you can ever get is to know that you won't ever get closure from them, and so you have to release it and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm an epileptic. Like I say, y'all saw the picture from the food I had ate. My face had swollen up, right? The swelling was literally going down the next day after I sent y'all the picture. But because so much stuff happens with my body, like a lot of people don't know, epileptics, we go through periods of depression. We go through periods where our days and nights are mixed up, which is really fucked up since I work during the day. And so when my days and nights are the fuck mixed up, I'm up all night and then I'm struggling to stay up all day.
During the day,
which adds extra unneeded stress on my body. Like y'all, literally, when I tell y'all hold on sometime and I go off camera and I cut off my mic, it's because literally you see this right here, this is where my neck was cut, where I have wires wrapped around my neck to keep my brain patterns on fire. Like right here, this is a scar I had, and right here, if you see me gripping, I have a battery. I literally am shocked every 3 to 5 minutes of my fucking life to keep my brain patterns on track. You know what I'm saying? Like there is things that your body go through, and for the most part you just want to feel like the normal average human being. And people who are not dealing with it, like most people look at me, the people who know that I'm epileptic, and I typically don't talk about it, but I believe in being honest with, you know, the people that we on here and we talking to, right? Most people feel like because you're not on the ground having a seizure that you're fucking fine. No, our bodies go through a whole bunch of shit that even when we're not, like the actual seizure part, while it wears me out and I'm fucking tired as fuck afterwards, that's actually better than my day-to-day fucking life. Because day-to-day I'm dealing with the effects of being an epileptic. So I can understand where she's at. That's why I'm really trying my hardest to move into a better place where I don't let shit get me angry. Like I really want to just let stuff go, because long term, like, I'm gonna beat your ass if you cross me. I'm gonna beat your ass if you disrespect me. I'm definitely gonna cuss you the fuck out. Like whatever the situation warrants, I am willing to go there with it.
Yeah, this is why I don't bore anybody, and I try to be kind to everybody, because you never know what somebody's going through.
Right, I've gotten that temporary satisfaction because I didn't let you play with me and I didn't let you disrespect me. But on the back end of getting that satisfaction, that bitch, you know not to play with me, you know not to disrespect me, you know not to talk to me any kind of way, my body deal with physical consequences behind it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn how to just let something go. You gotta learn how to, at some point in time, realize some situations ain't gonna be a resolution or a solution. The resolution or the solution is for you to be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. And put it back there and keep it moving and keep on, you know what the song said, this train gonna keep on.
Yeah, and that's why you have to, I treat everybody kind, and I treat people like I don't turn on you until you turn on me. I try to be nicest to everybody, because like I said, I go through things a lot of people don't understand. Like I said, I suffer from depression and agoraphobia, and people look at you and just assume that, oh, you're fine. You're okay. Nothing's wrong or whatever. Like I would look at you. You would never know that you're going through all that you're going through. That's why we have to be kind to each other. We need to.
Because I mean, listen, I don't dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't dwell on it. Like I have a cousin who's epileptic. She's an epilepsy advocate, right?
Yep, that's what I hate that too. People always say that
too, Cheryl. I hate that too.
I'm back and forth to the hospital. I'm always to the hospital, like back and forth, and people don't. Oh no, but you look fine. And a lot of times you don't get the treatment and stuff that you need. Because even
they
doctors,
feel like ain't nothing wrong with you.
Because even doctors, like, because I know Shady knows the stuff that I go through or whatever. But even like the doctors, like they'll look at you and look at your appearance. Like I'm like, I'm gonna take my wig off, go there with my cornrows looking like Cleo, put on a knit dirty sweater and maybe I'll get some help or get some, you know what I'm saying? Or get what I got the doctor. But you
there's
look
also this thing in the medical community where they feel like Black women can handle more
pain than
But you know what? We get overlooked. And I'm gonna just say this. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna, we get overlooked for a lot of things, a lot of studies, a lot of everything, because they don't really care. Like, just being honest. And as far as what Brandy's going through, like, I have a friend who found out that she had breast cancer and she was stage 3. When she found out, she had just had a baby. She felt lumps and stuff in her breast, but when she felt it, she thought it was because she was breastfeeding. So, and she's a doctor. You know what I'm saying? She's a doctor. But when she thought she was feeling, because it was like lump here, lump here, lump here, lump here, lump here. When you're pregnant, when you're nursing and them titties get full, like, and you don't, and you're at a place where you're not able to express that milk, you know what I'm saying? Like, they get lumpy, so it was hard,
to differentiate what was going on.
And by the time she found out, she was in stage 3. Thank God. Like, she got cancer. She had a double mastectomy. She had radiation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hoping that she never finds it anyone else. They had to remove like so many of her lymph nodes and everything else. This is like somebody I've been friends with, like literally go to my mom's house and pull out my pre-K. Back in the day, that's when at the end of the school year, y'all had the real life school programs and we was on there with our like cat ears and shit. Like, this how long we've been friends. So it wasn't just her who was feeling the effects of it. You know what I'm saying? It was me too, because at the end of the day, like, damn, I'm feeling fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my friend. Like, I want to break down and cry, but I can't break down and cry because I got to be strong for her. I got to be encouraging for her. And like, I'm literally on my knees in my house, begging and praying with God to please spare my friend. I mean, needless to say, she got to ring a bell, but you still always got to remember, but you cannot hold on to toxic shit. When you hold on to toxic shit, it becomes toxic to not only your mind,
your body,
but it becomes toxic to your body too. You gotta let it go.
And that's why Angel needs to I hope Rockstar is right for her. If not, she needs to get rid of him, because taking it or that toxic penis,
he's not right for her.
Or that toxic scissoring is not.
Already know he's not right for her.
She already knows that he's not right.
Because we gotta be careful who we let inside our bodies too. Like, our body is a temple. Like, we are what we eat and are what we food. We got to be very careful about who we lay down with too, because we're pulling in their energy.
That is energy transference.
Right, we're pulling in their energy as well.
You know what I'm saying? That is energy transference, and baby, this cool got some.
Oh, because that's why I was down to the thing fighting everybody. That ain't my fault. I was fighting everybody. It was his fault with his toxic penis. It was that toxic.
You knew it was toxic when you hooked up with him.
I did, and I knew it was toxic. And I didn't care, and I wanted all that toxicity, and that's why I was out here like this. But now that it's not toxic anymore, he got cleansed. So now
his wholeness was deleted by Drake.
Yeah, his whole got deleted. So now that his whole was deleted, I'm at peace.
Wait, what did his whole get deleted by?
It got deleted.
You remember Drea did an interview? Drea from Basketball Wives. She did an interview, and she said her wholeness was deleted.
His whole got deleted in 2016.
Okay, all right. And he ain't been on the show since.
Not that I know of.
I want to thank the Lord, for doing small favors.
Right.
Who would have known? Who would have known that he would have got on a straight and narrow? But it looked like it's gonna heat up a little bit next week on Basketball Wives. It's so far it's given a pretty decent season. I just feel like some of the characters can be thrown.
The twins can go. Why they here, Ike?
Twins can go. Jennifer not bringing nothing for me.
And her lying about her sleeping with this man. I just needed Candy to bust out the lies.
She ain't talked about that man at all this episode.
Jennifer leave Jelani and steal his dog.
Nope.
Let me get my sticks. Jennifer ain't said nothing.
I don't got mine. I threw it away. Y'all know I be holding.
You can't even do that with your fingers. That's nope.
Hold on. I'm gonna be ghetto and be reaching. But hold on, I got my stick.
I be reaching.
You got them?
I got my incense
But
stick
I'm
right here.
I'm glad my first night back after my
See what the incense
was with y'all, because I have enjoyed this tonight. Me and Mason got it.
Y'all done got into it. Y'all done got into it.
But that's all right. But see, when you sisters for real, you can disagree and still love each other. Like, I'm still, when I go out there, I'm still gonna go visit her unless she had that big ass cat. Then she gonna meet me at the deli, and she better not leave me sitting out there waiting.
But you know what I want now? I want an otter. I want an otter. The otters are the new dogs.
Girl, you want to
make just be coming up with animals. I think you just be coming up with animals that you want.
Girl, you want a damn zoo.
I want an otter. I saw the otter. The otter was walking, like he was walking on his hind legs.
Was it an otter or was it something else?
It was an otter. Like now, otters are the new dog. Like they're the dog of the sea. And like now they live on the land. Like, and you could like put them in like your bathtub. Like when they want to swim, then take them out. You know, I think I want an otter.
Raise otters as pets because they
that's
out in the lakes and stuff.
No, it's a new. I guess otters have become the new dog.
Girl, I can't deal with you. Not they in their 60s.
Is Jennifer 60? How old is Jennifer, y'all?
Jennifer got to be about 58.
Let's look it up. How old is Jennifer Williams?
Girl,
Jennifer look good for her
Jennifer
age.
Younger than Tiffany.
Right.
Oh, they might be the same age.
We're all younger than Tiffany.
Girl, Lord, if my baby party wasn't tomorrow, y'all, I swear to God, I'd do me a messy ass live. I ain't been on there all week now. I got to bring the people 2-3 live next week because I got to catch up on.
They said she's 47. They said she's 47.
Nah, so you trying to tell me Jennifer 47, but Tiffany 34?
Lies.
No, she ain't no 34. I don't believe that, but she keeps saying 1986.
I think what happened, I'm going to tell you what happened. Y'all ready? The adoption people messed up Tiffany birth certificate and misprinted. Whoever it was that printed it had dyslexia. And instead of putting 78, they put 87. And that's my story. And I'm
right, because we know her mother was on a freedom train.
That's allegedly, because I don't need to be in a situation like the sinking ship.
Right, but her mother definitely was on a freedom train, allegedly.
Allegedly, but that's that. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's why Tiffany strongly believes she's 34 instead of 43, 45, 48.
That's just impossible. But Jennifer does look good. I'm not gonna hold Jennifer body, and Jennifer's an attractive woman. Jennifer's very I think she's an attractive woman.
She's older. She's definitely older.
I think she could be 50.
I think Jennifer is pretty. I just think Jennifer is personalityless. Like if she has a personality, it does not come across.
I think is she the only child? Because she gives me only child.
First of all, I'm my only child.
No, but you're different. You're special.
I mean, because I'm my mom's only child. Like, I have a sister with my dad.
Like, a lot of times, like, even if you were only child, you probably had cousins, you had friends.
I did have cousins, matter of fact.
You seem more outgoing. Like, you seem more outgoing, more jovial, not more outgoing. She seems more secluded. Like, well, you know.
Yeah, as far back as I can remember, like, my favorite, I should not say that because I never know who's watching. The aunt that I am closest to. Should I say on my mom's side? That's why I say the aunt I'm closest to. I'm not gonna say favorite. And my middle name is actually named after her, and I am not gonna say it because I hate my middle name. Well, I'm starting to get a little bit better with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I love her. But Grace or old lady name, but I ain't gonna say it.
Not Ethel.
I ain't had enough drinks in me tonight to say it.
Let me guess.
Bertha. Like a fucking Bertha.
Maria. What's the old one? Willie Mae.
If y'all guess it, I will say it. But no, not Willie Mae.
Geraldine.
No.
Early.
Patricia. Sabrina.
Shirley.
Patricia, Sabrina. Listen, I will give you a hint. Patricia and Sabrina are too close to
names that we have now. Like you gotta go old time names. But I will say like so
Gertrude.
So like even though I was my mom only not no Gertrude. That would have been changed. Girl, your middle name is Augusta or Cheryl. Let me tell you, Cheryl, I would rather be Augusta.
Now you make me want to know. You know,
that is my favorite cayenne pepper, y'all. I want y'all to know.
Hey, cayenne pepper. Now you done made me. I want to know. Now I'm be inbox you. What's your middle name, girl?
I'll give you a hint. It's an old time name.
You keep saying old time, but
I'll give you another hint.
Barbara.
Most people spell it wrong because they think it starts with one vowel, but it actually starts with another vowel.
Cheryl.
No.
I said start with a vowel.
So we got to get, it's A-E-I-O-U.
Mm-hmm. The vowels are A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y.
Right.
And people think it starts when they're writing it on a piece of paper. They think
so it got to be an I or a Y.
They think it starts with this vowel.
So does it start with an I or a Y?
Another I.
Is it an I or a Y?
Neither.
So O?
No. Opal.
No, it doesn't start with an O.
Is it E?
Yeah, it starts with an E.
Elaine?
Ernestine.
No.
Evelyn.
No. Does somebody in the comments have it? Somebody said their name is Kay. Hey. No, Jamie is not Ernestine.
Ethel May?
Anna May? Emma?
It's not Emma. I'm so glad y'all not guessing.
Ethel.
Yeah, you want me having me up all night in the middle of the night. Waking up.
No.
Dang, a E?
It starts with an E. Most people does not think it starts with an E. They spell it with another vowel.
You gonna have me out here to the Google names with E?
You don't have to figure out what it is. Hey, Jamie.
Right, because my middle name is Latoya.
Girl, listen, I love Latoyas.
Early.
But I'm telling you, it starts with an E, but most people think it starts with another vowel.
Yvette?
And you know that vowel is not I or Y.
Not Yvette.
No, not Yvette. Hey, Yvette, how are you? I'm later. I'll catch the screenplay.
Hey, Yvette.
Robin, how are
yes,
you?
we
oh, that's my aunt. That's my aunt / mother. See, that's my auntie / mother. Hey, Rara.
You can definitely catch us on the replay. Definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as we try to figure out what Nola middle name is. Y'all.
Right, because you're gonna have me up waking up 4 o'clock in the morning talking about Ezekiel. Name it every day with an E.
So let's give a prize to whoever figure it out on their own.
Right.
I'll give y'all another hint. Last hint. It's not Evelyn. Last hint. If you watch the Ladies Who Love Huntsville panel, we have someone who called in all the time, and she's called in on my channel a few times. And her first name is my middle name. And Princess actually says the lady's name in short and call her boo behind it.
I don't know. I can tell. Eunice.
That is it.
Oh,
my name is Kristen Eunice. That's why I say it starts with one vowel, but most people
think it starts with a U.
Most people think it starts with a U. See,
I didn't give y'all
like blank. Oh, Kimmy Nicole got it.
Kimmy Nicole got it.
I think I should have never gave that damn hint about the
I think Yvette was trying to say it, but she spelled it a different way.
Yes,
I think she was trying to say it.
It is Eunice, Kimmy Nicole. I owe you something special, girl. It's gonna be coming to you.
Eunice sounds like you have all the peppermints at church.
Right, Eunice is an old school. That is an old school name.
I'm named after literally my. So we have 3 generations of Eunices in my family. My great aunt, my aunt, and me. Mm-hmm. So I'm like the 3rd Eunice.
Y'all gotta keep it going.
No, girl, that is awful because I wasn't.
Listen, that do sound like you got the clear peppermints in your pocketbook. The clear ones, not even the straight ones. You know the clear ones.
I am glad to be
Kristen Eunice than what my mama was going to name me, okay? Because she was going to put her name and my daddy's name together, and his name is Glenn, and her name is Valine. So she was going to name me Glenine Thomas Ann, because he was Glenn Thomas and she was Valine Ann. So I'm glad I'm not Glenine Thomas.
I think my name was supposed to be Roxanne, right, Robin? And I like that name, Roxanne. I could go for
Roxanne. I can see you as a Roxanne.
And then,
I think I'm going to change my name to Roxanne.
And then my name was supposed to be Tristan, because my mama liked Tristan. And that's how I got the actual spelling of my name, because most people spell my name Christian. Nope, not me. Christian is the spelling of my name. But the baby, because my mom was a pediatric nurse she's still a nurse, and she worked all levels of nursing or whatever, however you want to say it. Oh, my biz might be starting to kick in now. But it was a little baby named Tristan that was born, and my mama thought the baby was beautiful, thought the name was beautiful, so then she decided she was gonna name me Tristan. But then the baby ended up passing, and she was like, "Oh, I don't want to name my baby after no dead baby."
Right.
So she,
it's not funny, but that's how we be thinking about like,
So she dropped the T, and thus I became.
Should she have named you after the dead baby?
No.
No.
On that note, I want to thank all of y'all for joining us.
Well, I love you too, Robin.
I really enjoyed tonight's panel. We had a really good deep dive into like real topics. So I want to thank Jamie, Robin, Yvette. Who else is in here? Latasha, Cheryl, Linda, Ray all day, Ace. Love was here, Kimmy Nicole,
Cheryl,
and everybody who was also going to catch the replay. I want to thank Eunice for stopping by, giving us her wisdom and her peppermints.
Yes, Eunice came for her peppermints.
And it's sad because I love
Cheryl, Latasha.
It's sad because I love peppermints, but I only like certain kind. Like I only like the kind that you open up in the plastic and you put them in your mouth and they dissolve.
Those are the good ones.
Other than that, I don't want no peppermint.
Ooh, I like the green ones.
I buy so many candy canes through Christmas season that I still got candy cane. And I don't mean the little ones you put on the tree. I mean the big thick ones. Like I still have some. And then my aunts like, because I always steal their candy canes off their tree, they buy me candy canes for Christmas, and I still steal their candy canes off their fucking tree. Like, what the,
I have
at
a
this point, it's not even about the
corn.
candy cane. It's about the tradition of me stealing
it's a tradition.
the peppermints off
the
tree, and them cussing me out for and telling me put their peppermints back on their tree that I don't put back on it. Because I need peppermints to make me laugh.
You're supposed to have peppermints in your
right, Eunice, you're supposed to keep a peppermint.
You're supposed to have
I'm gonna give
and the buttermilk and the little strawberry candies that they use.
These are all the peppermints from my tree. From
girl, you don't put the girl when I come.
No, because I recycle them. I take them and use them like for decoration. And then when Christmas time come around, I take them out and hang them back on the tree.
I want to thank also. Mace, I want to thank you for sharing your stories about your fighting days. When you
fighting and dealing with a whore,
stepping in front of people's house and stuff, and fighting them at the bar. We love that type of stuff around here. We love it.
Right. I got a whole bunch of.
I know you got a whole bunch of stories. So next week,
I don't want y'all side-eyeing me though. I ain't gonna tell you.
It's no judgment at all.
No, it's no judgment.
It's a no judgment zone. It's a no judgment zone.
You know what? No judgment, right? But we were sitting up here literally talking about women and how we see things differently. And I'm one way, you one way. Doesn't stop us from being friends. You're still my sister, girl. Ain't no judgment. I'm about to, when we get off of this, I'm gonna talk to you about how I could turn a hoe into a housewife, because it seemed to be all these men is hoes.
Yeah, you was able to do it.
I'm about to give me some lessons. But no, it's no judgment. It's just different life, views. Different experiences, and different views, and you can come together. Like I could see some of the things you were saying, you can see some of the things that I was saying, and that's how you learn from talking to people who had different experiences. Like your mind can't be closed off. I mean, some stuff was a little male identified, but it's all right.
We is all good over here, and we are.
When you trying to turn a hoe into a house husband, let me tell you what you got to do.
People or
I'm gonna tell you the secret to turn a hoe into a house husband.
Girl, I gotta fight.
If I gotta
lean in. Everybody come in. This is what you do. In the words of Celie from The Color Purple, beat them.
And on that note,
good night.
Thank y'all for coming. We're gonna be on a Nola's page next week at 9:30 Friday.
Beat a bitch up.
We not gonna promote violence over here.
You beat him one good time. Whoop him out. One good time. Preferably wait till he get.
I needed that advice. Ooh, somebody about to get a beating, I swear.
They gonna like it too. They're gonna be like, why you do that?
Nah.
They get confused. They don't know what to do. They get confused.
Allegedly.
If you watching this video, you see I was just told to beat you.
Because after you beat them, they get confused. They don't know if they like it or they hate it. They get real confused. They like, I never been beat like this before, but I think I like it.
Lord, not beat him.
Oh Lord. Let's go on it. We were gonna see y'all next time.
On my channel.
See what my aunt said? You beat them down to the red meat. Y'all learned it from her.
But we'll see y'all. Y'all be safe and have a good weekend.
See ya.
Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. Introducing the all-new Let's Get Into the Readzzzz panel, reviewing Basketball Wives, featuring the best beard on YouTube, Mr. Shady B. And straight from New Orleans, it's Miss Nola, baby. Nola Readzzzz, that is. And myself, the wig, Mace Moreau. You're ready to have a good time? Because I know I am. So sit back, relax, grab a cocktail, and enjoy
I'll be quiet.
the Let's Get In